Hey people, it's me. I think it's about time I made an intro, so here goes. On my channel, I talk about being black and managing mental health, so I'm just going to walk you through my personal journey so you can fully understand my passion. I've been like this ever since I can remember. Sometimes I'm vocal, sometimes I'm not. One of my high school teachers finally noticed some potential underneath it all and decided to help me hone into it. The only problem is, men started seeing it too. Insert ex-husbands, who were great initially. He was providing. I started getting more attention. He didn't handle it well. I had a little fun modeling in college. But after studying, I wanted us to have fun. College parties were supposed to be for networking and having fun. But those dudes in the back right there, yep, he wanted them gone. So I'm not the registrar, so I didn't know what he wanted me to do about it. I read some books or whatever. Figured out that maybe womanhood is the answer. I told myself I'd give it a shot. I cooked other things. Then I cut my hair short for transformative purposes. Fought off thoughts, wished people would, and I was very proud of myself. Until he felt like this was a problem. We disagreed, so I had to remind him what vows are for.
I didn't say sell me. I said give me.
Anyway, I went to hang out with the girls, get back to the boss me we all know and love, question myself. Then I got into some musical endeavors. I had a little trouble finding my niche, but the fast life got boring, so okay, so what next? It's going through the motions, just being there, but over it. Insert baby daddy. I was cynical, but I went for it. Why not? Yeah, then I regretted it. Started my natural hair and nail journey. Now I'm just out here trying to avoid poverty, giving advice, saving money, devoting my time to being black, elevating my career, missing my bestie, eating right now, arguing with certain chicks, trying to make this lady happy so I can glow again. To be continued. Well, I do want to welcome the other half of hashtag None Mode to the panel. Khadijah, how have you been? Because I've lately, these past couple of days, I've been holding streams, jumping on panels, defending None Mode because people that I really truly believe in.
Girl, who out here hating on None Mode? It has to be official. Where he at?
I don't know, but here's the thing, right? So when we come on here and we try to put out some positivity, the answer to everything is, yeah, you got to pull the Buick out. So he know who we talking about here. Yes, RPC None Mode. That's right. So the men have monk mode. We have None Mode. It's where you are getting back in tune with who you are, and you're also not out here throwing the box out willy-nilly. You need to focus on who you are so you can throw the box with precision to the right person.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't be throwing the box out all willy nilly. That's nasty.
Yeah, you can't just throw it out there because first of all, you just throwing it out there. I'm gonna have a question of like, what's wrong with it? Why are you trying to get
Right,
rid of it? Why can't you just sit down somewhere with it? Why do I have to be a part of it?
right. Same with men who just throw their peen around all freely and stuff like that. Like, what you got? What do you got? And I go for
Right.
worst case. I go for worst case scenario too. Like as far as I'm concerned, you got HIV and the rest of the panel that they test for during your yearly checkup.
You got a little bit of everything because you don't
Yeah,
want to be alone with it. Like, why do and this is the channel that says to
right,
respect the peen. You're not just supposed to throw it everywhere and give everybody a piece of it. And if you do, it means you don't care who gets
right.
it. So wait a
Yeah,
minute. This RPC says, is this before or after riding the cock carousel? See, this would be as an alternative to riding the cock carousel. Hopefully this catches on before women, because this is the alternative. If you most of the women out there riding the carousel, it's because they're trying to find themselves, but they looking through the vagina. They're not looking through their eyes and their personality and their brain and stuff. So this would be an alternative. You don't have to do the carousel. You can choose this life, and it is still fun. I still have a blast.
I'm trying to tell you. I just came back from traveling last weekend. You ain't got it's a lot of other fun things out here that can be done.
Right. And so, that's the whole point, is saying that there is something else you can do in life other than throw box at dudes. You could travel, you could read, you could write, all of the different stuff that you're supposed to be doing. They like so RPC says they like guidance. Yeah, that's the whole point. If I get this jumped off and it's a real hashtag, this gets out there, none more, right? Maybe they won't be on the carousel so long. And then my question to you, RPC, since you here, right? So if women went through nun mode instead of the carousel, would that make better partners when they finish? Because at least this way they have something they were concentrating on, something to show for their time. Maybe it could be something that can help out y'all program. If the woman's gonna be dating you at the end of it, now she has something to bring to the table. Ain't that the question you're always asking?
Child,
Hey,
I don't
Beach,
know.
welcome.
Because they be wanting virgin whores and stuff like that. So I don't even think the men are ready for nun mode.
No, because all they can see is that somebody ain't getting it. You know what I noticed about the brotherhood, though, right? So even if they not getting it, they want their homeboys to get it. Like they'll literally slingshot these dudes into a woman's life, and I'm just like, see, you need to let that dude stand on his own. So we got a response. So RBC says not necessarily, better partners only if they're actively striving to be a wife. Yeah, because see, you know what? If you riding the carousel, that's the one thing that you're not thinking about. Like these women are out there on the carousel thinking, okay, I got this in my toolbox. I can use this when I get married, and my husband gonna like this. They not thinking about future husbands. They thinking about right now at that moment. You know,
I don't
so
think most
at least if they in nun mode, like even they can hopefully be thinking about actively gathering stuff for the husband when they get one, or they could just be on some selfish stuff. But at least they ain't all used up.
Hey Beach, how you doing? She spoke to me in the chat.
Yeah, Beach is in here. Okay, so RPC says a man findeth a wife, which means she's already supposed to have the mentality of a wife. Yeah, exactly. I talked about that the other day on the panel. I don't think like women are supposed to just be running up to me and be like, "Hey, pick me." The problem with that is the fact that she's not letting him find her. He know where he want to go looking, and he knows what he wants when he sees it. You just be in the area, and if he wanted you, he'll come over to you. I don't want to do all that extra, trying to convince and cajole and all of that. Like, I just feel like that's useless. And look, Beach says they be out here cock. Yes, yeah.
Or even if they're not getting it, they certainly think somebody else is out here getting it. And this is like, why I got to be out here doing all of that? Why can't I just be sitting somewhere minding my business?
Exactly. Okay, so to be honest with you, that's gonna be our topic. After we finish with the girly stuff, the hair, the clothes, and everything, the topic I came up with is it so wrong for women not to be out here having all of this random sex like that?
Like
So
it's really annoying. Like the first two times or something. Like especially if you're pretty or whatever. It's like
yeah,
okay,
they just assume
I
that every 5 seconds there's a
like
dude.
right. Like
No,
you just
nobody's doing
like
all that.
Like you just got them going like a line out the door of men just waiting on you, and it's just like, no, I'm sitting over here minding my business and planning my next vacation. Leave me alone.
Hey, third ward, little bro in the building. Okay. Hold on. So now RBC says if they in none mode going on 100 foodie dates, that's only a little less worse than See, but here's the thing. We didn't say nothing about going on 100 foodie dates, right? What we said was finding her purpose to figure out what her capabilities are. Now, how does that help men, right? When I'm meeting a guy after I've already completed none mode, I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can sign up for. So some men, if they got a certain program that I can't do, I now know that. If you meeting a woman that has not completed none mode, she don't know what she is capable of. So
And
she
the
gonna be out
thing
here
about
signing
it
on for
is,
stuff, messing up everything, lying to people. It's just a bad idea all around. RPC, you need to get on it. You need to make this a thing, a hashtag, right? And then third says Happy Easter. That's right. It's Easter today. So on this good Sunday, we not we not gonna do the effery today on this good, amazing Sunday. He has risen. All right.
and then the thing about it is, like, you don't even like every man that you come into contact with. It's just like, it's like, I've had guys just think that I have like these line of men just out the door and stuff like that. And I'm just like, where exactly am I getting all these men from?
Yeah, like this, they be seeing all these invisible men just falling out the sky. I'm like,
I'm
look,
just like, you can just go to Walmart and pick one off the shelf. Like, where am I getting all these people from?
right. And look, Beach says, you right. I've done none mode and was a better woman. Exactly, because you know what it is. It's you getting more in tune with you. It's you knowing who you are, what you're capable of, and what
And
you
knowing
want and what you think about. Go ahead,
you
Khadijah.
like and what you don't like,
Right.
once you get more in tune with yourself, you ain't got time for all the BS from dudes and stuff like that. So,
Right.
hey,
We finna make this a thing. We're gonna make this hashtag work, Khadijah. We gotta put this out there. So let's go ahead and get started with today, right? So the first thing, we always do the girly part of the stream where we talk about clothes, and me and Khadijah are going to model something for y'all because this is amazing, and it's the theme shirt for none mode.
hold on. If third and the other guy are getting one, what is it gonna be? It's gonna be monk mode for them.
Yeah.
Girl, bye. You
And for them, it's gonna be whatever they want to. But see, look, I didn't want to leave the men out, so it's not the same type of shirt. It's the same design on the front of it, but it's like a regular T-shirt. Ours is in springy colors and with the racer back and all of that. They just got a regular white T-shirt.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
And
that's just
even if they're not in monk mode, they can just support our non mode movement. They don't have to be part of it.
well, if they don't believe in it, why would they support it?
Because it need to happen. Like they can be upset that it's happening, but they need to recognize the benefit. So Beach
Child, they'll be
says,
okay. They should be happy that there are women out here who aren't throwing it around all willy nilly, like slinging cooch
exactly,
like
it
Tic
gives them
Tac.
a little bit of hope. It gives them some hope. So Beach says the glorious benefits it does for your body too is sacred. Wait and see. Yeah, like look, it does. It's mental, it's physical, it's emotional, spiritual. All of those things, you start to vibrate higher, right? And so I know that men don't like when women just throw that term around because be some chicks out here lying about being on higher vibrations. They don't know, right? You got to actually spend time away from all of the BS in the community sometimes in order for you to be able to truly vibrate higher. It's a real thing. It's just people don't use it the way it's supposed to be used. Well, Khadijah, hold on. What happened to? Oh, there you go. Okay, so Khadijah, you ready?
Oh, turn the camera on? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, hold on. I'm putting my incense in real quick. No, look, because it's frankincense and it's supposed to be good for like your heart and whatnot. So we're
Hold
gonna
on.
see.
No, I'm just trying to make sure I'm covered up properly.
Yeah. Yeah, can you put all that away? Because look, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all right now. Now I don't have a whole lot as much as Khadijah and whatnot, but sometimes less is all right. You can, it's gonna be all right. I promise y'all.
It's really not even that bad. Topaz is overreacting.
Yeah, I do. But they already know that. Yes, exactly, Beach. Like, so listen, Beach has gone through it. I'm telling y'all, this is a real thing. So, if when we drop the link, Beach, hopefully you still in here, you can come up because, yeah, no toys, no nothing. The whole point is for you not to be led around by your genitals, okay? You have something else to think about, to offer, and whatnot. That can't be your number one go to for the answer for everything, okay? So, yes, I would recommend no toys.
I found that to be fairly easy because it's like I've always been afraid of catching something. Like I have never had an STD, and I want to keep it like that.
Right, right. And I didn't realize that that was such a hard thing for people to be able to say. So I'm like, look, well, I don't know what the hell y'all out there doing. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm gonna just be over
Right.
here
Right, like I
chilling.
ain't judging nobody and nothing like that. I mean, like I ain't saying y'all nasty, even though y'all are, but like, uh,
Well, somebody was. I mean, it don't have to necessarily be that one person, because there are some women out there who, just link up with that one wrong dude or whatever. But I mean, somebody in the mix was nasty. I don't know.
right,
I'm not gonna try to
because
suss it out. That's all on y'all.
and I can't even like I kind of started in high school too, because it's just like I saw what the chicks in high school were going through with dudes and
Yes.
stuff like that, and I'm just like I want no parts of that. And then like I was a late bloomer too, so I was just like I absolutely want no parts of this. Like I don't care if I grow up to be fine as hell. I want no parts of this. Like this does not look like y'all don't make
Yeah,
relationships look
and
fun at
no matter
all.
how bad they try to explain that to me, but it did not look fun. Y'all can keep the line because it don't look like a whole lot of fun. It look like a lot of crying, look like a lot of wondering and anxiety. I don't want all of
Girl,
that.
the amount of times I saw chicks walking down the hallway crying is too many to count. I'm just like, oh, another one, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh Lord, so what did this one do now? Like, and then to be honest with you,
Oh,
it got to a point where I stopped even like wondering the question. People would then find you and tell you what happened, and I'm like, okay, so I simply didn't
right.
ask this. I don't care,
I just
and
I I just stopped wondering, period. I'm just like, you know what? Just keep that over there with y'all. I don't care what y'all do. Just keep it over there with y'all.
right. Right. I didn't go to the teen clubs in high school either because I went once and it was hot, it was sweaty, it was sticky on the floor. Like, why don't nobody know where they mouth at? Why is everybody dropping everything? I don't,
I
it
just thought
just,
it was I've never been a club person like at all. Like I don't like people all up in my personal space. Like if I don't like you
yeah.
like that, don't be all up in my personal space.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know you. Like, can you sit down somewhere and talk? Because, see, the thing about in the club, men feel like if they, well, at least back when I, was in my early 20s, they were not afraid to buy you drinks. Like, that was not a thing. Like, it wasn't as bad as it is now with men. So they would send drinks over to you. Then that means, like, now, the nigga own you till you finish the drink. Then you gotta duck and dodge him because now it didn't, especially if they boring.
Oh,
No, it just
Beach,
was a
no,
lot.
like seriously, Beach, I was too. Like I was so scared to get pregnant in high school. Like that was
Yep.
my main thing. And then it's like I saw what like it's like okay, we're all in one school together, so we know what like these guys are out here doing and stuff like that. And it's just like you just be like, I don't want no parts of this.
Right. But see, the reason why we knew is because they would tell the girlfriend to stay home if you really love me, right? And then so I'm still out doing whatever I want to do where I'm at. And then I see this dude at like the little hamburger stand around the corner from the school with another chick. And am I supposed to say something? Like, and I didn't. I didn't say nothing. I just stayed out of it. I act like I didn't even see him. You know? So all of that was a
Right, right.
whole lot to
Like I
do.
literally I feel like I was like the last person in my school to have sex. Like I didn't have sex until I was 18.
Right.
Like
Well,
it was crazy.
I was a senior in high school.
I had already graduated. I think I was just going into my first year of college, and I had
Hmm.
already had like my first little job or whatever.
Hmm.
And yeah, like it just did not happen until like when I say I was a late bloomer, I was like a late bloomer. I don't even think 18 is really all that late, but like
Technically,
it
that's
was
the age I think everybody should be, because at least that point, you like, see, anything before 18, your parents are still responsible for the consequences of your actions. I
right.
personally just couldn't understand how you don't have your own place to stay. You gotta, sneak in and ask permission to have company in somebody else's house. That right there should have turned you off. I didn't understand how you could still, be needing permission for stuff and then be sleeping with somebody? Like, how do you even get to that point where that's what you're thinking about? Like, it should be something else. You're supposed to be doing some chores, some homework, some something. I don't
That's
know.
what I was focused on. I was focused on homework and school and not failing classes. I got a scholarship because of it too. But it's
Yeah.
just like those are the things that I was focused on. I was like, don't nobody got time to be sitting here dealing with you little knucklehead ass dudes. Like, don't nobody got time for this.
And
Like this
okay,
env-
so the last thing I'm gonna say, and then we're gonna move on to the shirts, right? The thing that
okay.
used to irritate me about boys in high school is like the shit they would come up and try to like the game they would try to run. I was like, that don't even make no damn sense. That's not gonna convince me to do any of this shit that you asked me to do because that don't go together. That don't make sense. Why the fuck would I do that? So like I don't know. I used to be like, dude, is this really what be working on the other top? Really? Is that no, y'all lying. Y'all ain't saying this same basic ass shit to these other chicks. I still don't know. I didn't ask.
Oh my goodness. B said it was a bad case of crabs running around. Oh my goodness.
Hell no. So look, it's in the building. It's the crowd. I like ain't no more room on people's genitals. So that's just sitting in the locker room waiting for a new host. Hell no, bitch. I will be traumatized too. Like oh hell no. I can only imagine that is gross as hell. Like and where does that even start from? Like who is patient zero? What did they do to just like for you know what? Never mind. We're not gonna because somebody might actually come up here and answer that question and never mind. I'm over it. Okay, RBC says, at what age should a woman usually be an adult, responsible, mature, accountable? Okay, if it was up to me, I'd say 25. And the reason for that is because at 18, you still feel kind of reckless at 18 unless you are purposely overriding that drive. You're not finished learning. By that time at 25, physically, your body is in its last form. Like you don't got to still wait for nothing to grow in. It's research that says that your brain is at its last stage of development. You're capable of the highest level of thought. So I would say expect maturity at around age 25 because all of that from 18 and 24, that's them trying on adult stuff to see if they're good at it or not. They're going to make a lot of mistakes. They're going to try out stuff, Okay, so now, Khadijah, you ready for the for the nun mode t-shirt reveal?
Yes, I'm ready.
Right. Well, thank you, Trailer Hood. Yes, exactly. You ain't getting no real experiences. Let's see. Beach 25 is a good start. Yeah, you have time to fall and get up. A quarter century, yes, RPC. Because at 18, she is not going to be. I'm telling you, she's not ready. He said, I had a woman say she was too young and immature when she had her first child. She was 25. No, see, that was her and still in her choices, though, in my opinion. I don't know her, so I can't speak to that. Maybe for some people, once you have a child, then you're able to be completely mature. So maybe for her, but on average, I would say 25. All right, Khadijah, turn on the camera on 1, 2, 3. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
See? All right. Okay. So now look, you got to stand up. They see, first of all, right? I'm not even going to say it. Don't worry about it. So the,
Okay, hold on.
wait, I got to get the design here. So this is the sun, right? And this
Okay, hold on.
meat in this gift
Hold on,
box
because
that
I'm
is
trying not
God's
to.
gift to the world down there screaming
Yeah,
and yay
I'm
and
trying
cheering.
not to.
Yeah, no, don't. You know what, Khadijah? I don't care no more, right? Because
I'm I'm trying
whatever.
not
It
to.
is what it is. That's life, I guess. I don't care. I've been dealing with this my whole life, but whatever.
Dude, I can't even tell you to put the push-up bra on, so never mind. I was about to
Yeah,
give
no, see,
that.
because you didn't even have much have to say that, though. Nobody, you did that on purpose. Whatever, Khadijah. I don't care. All right?
No,
I
but
don't
I
care.
I like push-up bras. Like even with everything that I have going on up here, I still like push-up. You ain't even got to look at me like that. Don't be like that,
Oh, I
okay?
do. Because, like, all of that you said is not going to help, all right? It's too late. So I don't know, like, whose advice this is supposed to be for. Whatever. Anyway, we moving on, Khadijah. All right?
Oh
We're just going to move
God,
on.
y'all see how
So,
Topaz treat? This how you talk to me in front of people?
no, Khadijah, you already know why. Because we talked about this already. And no, ma'am. You're not going to pull that one.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so these are the nun mode shirts. This is what it is. Now, Khadijah is in the desert pink, and I have lilac, right? That's what's happening here. This is going to be a real hashtag and a whole movement of women just, chilling. Like sometimes as an adult, you gotta not. And that's what nun mode is. It's a whole lot of I'm not. Right? That's just all I got left. So Beach gives the high five. Thanks, Beach. Hey, Emmanuel, welcome. Come on in. You know, we're doing the girly talk first, and then we got a subject at the end. So now, RPC says, so a college graduate, 21, 22 years old, is still immature. Well, not as immature. Here's the thing. So they're getting closer. They've had a lot of experiences in college after graduation of high school. So they're not still like, they're not going to be compared to like a 10-year-old or anything. It's just, there might be a few things that they still need to grasp onto. Like, you know, it's gonna need a little tweaks at the end. So now if y'all are interested in that, then if you date a 22-year-old, notice she's not a finished product. Okay, it's gonna still be a few little things, and if 80% of everything is already fully formed and developed, you shouldn't be getting irritated if you got to maybe like guide with the last 20%. You know, so just understand that that's what it is. So look, Beach says, yeah, on campus I was doing the most. I didn't really do a whole lot on college campus.
Me either. I didn't even live on campus. I never wanted to live on college campus. I was never interested in that. I was like, if I want to get involved in a school activity, I'll just like stay down there until everything is done. But I have never wanted to live on college campus.
I did for freshman year. Now, after that, I was like, nah, I don't want to do this no more. But freshman year, it was actually fun. I got to meet people, I got to interact with people. And if you have a late study group or a late meeting, you don't have to get in a car and drive all the way somewhere. Like, you know, home was close. But I would rather give up that than having a every 5 minutes, if I open my door, I walk up my door, see somebody from class. Like that shit just got annoying. So
Well, I
the
live right
freshman year is
around the
all I could
corner
handle.
from school. But when I was in South Carolina, I lived right around the corner from my school, so it wasn't really that much of an inconvenience.
Well, yeah. See, there were people who had off-campus apartments that was like close, but then for me, I'm just thinking like, what's the point? When I don't live on campus, I want to be away from y'all. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm not gonna deal with this. Okay. So now we did the t-shirts, so that's gonna be the section of clothes, right? So this makeup, what's the name of the makeup again?
Oh, it's called Juvia's Place. Hold on, let me see if I can get it in camera. I still ain't learned how to do this yet. Oh, there it goes. It's called Juvia's Place. So this is like one of the foundations or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it's too damn dark. So I'm probably gonna have to use it as like a contour or whatever. But I really do like the finish when I tried it. I might have to get something just a smidge lighter, I think.
You know what? And first of all, I pulled up their website, so I'm just proud of them for actually having like okay, so it's too dark for you, but imagine people that are darker than you that didn't get foundation colors.
Right.
They actually have it, and I gotta say, this picture is pretty. Hold on, let me share this. Mm, 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 mm.
I will say I'm very happy with how my skin looks without makeup though. Like my skin looks really good on camera.
Yeah, you know what? And here's the thing. So it's about to be summer, so I'm getting ready to be real caramelly coming up in the
Yeah.
summertime. I get
So
darker and I kind of like that color.
yeah, so you see like I've been posting like the videos of like the different makeup looks I've been doing on like IG or whatever. And that's so I can
Hmm.
make sure like I get some practice doing like the lighter makeup. So it's like I have makeup on, but it's not as heavy, like as far as the foundation and stuff like that. Now my eyes don't really count because I like playing around with like the different colors on my eyes. But I've really just been like practicing doing lighter makeup looks because it's gonna be too hot for all of that. And I don't want to be one of them people who like have their makeup rolling down their face because I feel like
Yeah, that's not cute, because you have to no.
yeah,
See,
I never had it
here.
happen. I've seen it happen. I've never had it happen.
So, like in the summer, I just don't want to because I don't want to have a whole lot of makeup on in the summer. Like I'll do moisturizer so that my face is moisturized and hydrated. But for the most part, I usually only do like mascara and lips. That's it. I don't do the foundation because, look, this is life. This is the skin color y'all getting. This is what I got. This is what I'm putting out there. I'm not doing all the extra. I don't want to do
Honestly,
eyeshadow. I don't want to do none of that.
I love eyeshadow, but honestly, with the way my skin is looking, I feel like I'll be okay with like some like maybe some eyeliner and some mascara. Like I feel like I would be just fine with that,
Yeah, and
and
see,
maybe
look,
just
Beach is only doing the bronzer and lip. See, so it's not a whole lot. First of all, it's hot. Okay, it's hot. Um, I don't want all of that on my face. And if in the summer you're sweating, so now if you got the makeup that's the kind that's supposed to, seal all of that in, now that's when you get acne. That's when you get the bumps and all of that. Like with the sweat and the makeup going into your pores, because when you're in the heat, your pores open.
right. You're supposed to exfoliate, but yeah, that's true. If you don't clean it off properly, you're probably gonna get acne.
Right. And see, look, Trailer Hood, myself, and most men I know prefer the natural look of women anyway. Yeah, see, and here's the thing. I didn't wear a whole lot of makeup in high school or in my young adult years. I put on makeup only like at special occasions or something, or if I'm just feeling in the mood or what have you. And so a lot of women wore makeup every single day, even when they didn't need it. And so now they need it. One, they
Okay.
can't imagine themselves without it, so it's a mental thing. And then two, their skin is all caked up and stuff because they're not removing it completely, or if they do, they remove it and then they don't let their skin breathe because they remove the makeup, then put on a mask of some kind, and then take the mask off in the morning and put more makeup on. That is not helpful for your skin. That's not what's supposed to happen. Okay.
Girl, can't relate. I could do
Yeah,
both.
that's
I
a
can't
lot. It
relate.
sounds like a lot. Yeah, look at Beach. Look, these women were wearing 3 to 4 additional. Yes, I know. I'm not gonna do it. I don't really know what to tell y'all. So look at this collection, right? So there is a Nubian collection and 35% off if you use the code New Look. And they have a limited edition April Fool proof makeup. Okay, well let's see what this is. Have you been on here recently?
No, but I'm going after we finish with this.
Okay, so April Fool proof set, right? Limited edition April Fool proof set includes multi-purpose foundation, um, long wearing liquid lipstick. You know what? I do like liquid lipstick. I don't have any. I haven't had any in a while, but I think that that's what I'm gonna go find for the summer.
I I have some. I have what is this? Doo-doo-doo. I've had it so long it done rubbed off. Okay. This is
Hmm.
the Maybelline Superstay. So this is one that I have. It's like a brown color. Oh no, don't put the camera on me.
Well, because I want to see the makeup. No, no, no. See, because that's part
No,
of life, Khadijah. You
no,
should be
dear
used to
God.
that by now.
No, I why do I have to get used to it?
Oh, fine. Okay, so
Okay.
now how we supposed to see the makeup that you are putting out here?
Hey, that's y'all business, not mine. I
Mm-mm.
know
See,
what it
you
looked
know what?
like.
Stop. You need to stop acting like that on this
Okay,
good Easter
fine,
Sunday.
fine. Okay, fine. Put it back. Put it back.
All
Put it
right,
back. Y'all
thank
see
you. Now let's see this makeup. Now, what did you have?
y'all see how Topaz be bullying me?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
This is not bullying. This is support. Making sure you have confidence. Let's go. You straight.
okay.
So what is
So
that?
this is like the Superstay foundation.
Mm-hmm.
It is supposed to be like a matte foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This one is brown, obviously. So the color
That
that the
looks
the
dark.
pouch.
That's the one you're talking about.
Well, see, because I use this to do like a ombre lip, like a ombre nude lip. So I'll kind of like line my lips with it and do like a lighter like gloss on the inside to kind of give it that ombre effect. So that's what I do
Oh,
with that.
okay.
And
Yeah, because
then
that's not your. That's too dark.
okay, and then you remember that pink that I was complaining about?
Yeah. Yeah.
this
So
is
did
this
you?
I figured it out. So what I do is I line my lips with this one and then I kind of color it in with this one. And then I put a little bit of gloss on top to give it that little shine to it. Cause see, this was like when I first put it on by itself, it was just unacceptable.
Okay. Well, see,
Let's see.
but that's what I was saying. Is like just blend it. You didn't, because and I saw the green that you did. That was cute.
Oh, and then I also have a red. I feel like red looks really good on black women.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I
I think
think
I want.
we're the originators of red lipstick. I think we do it the best. We do it.
I think I definitely want to get a darker one. So like in the meantime, I've been kind of like using like a black lip liner to kind of line my lips just a tad, and then put the red on to kind of get it to be just a little bit darker. But yeah, that's my life when I'm over here struggling. And then what else do I have? I have a lot of stuff because like they had this stuff on sale, and I really need to stop going into Walmart when they have sales on things. So I have this little thing right here. I got it for $3. I use this for like a nude lipstick too. Let's see, and that's all I'm gonna show y'all because that's enough. We'll be here all day.
Yeah. Okay. Now so in Juvia's place, what did you get? Because this April Fool thing is lipstick and then concealer.
I haven't gotten
Oh,
anything
foundation.
yet.
Foundation. Hmm.
I haven't gotten anything yet, but I will probably go and get some more lip stuff because I like the way that their lip stuff works. Oh, here's my other lip gloss. Okay,
Hmm.
so I like the way their lip things work, and
So
I might get some more concealer.
now here's the thing. They got bundles. Now I like the fact that this seems to be advertised and targeting specifically black women. Like, let me just go back to the
I
yeah, so
want
this
their
lady that
purple
they have
palette.
on here, she is so pretty. Huh?
I want their purple eyeshadow palette. I want that so bad. I love that purple, and there's like a lavender color in there. It's so pretty.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's give some support for this young lady right here. She is pretty, skin flawless, and I like this color on her skin color. Like, what is this? Like a reddish orange. I think that is pretty.
Yeah, it's
So,
really pretty.
and
I
then
want
you
to know
said
what
what?
palette they use.
Okay, well, let's see. Well, all new bundles. So they got bundles in here. This is actually I'm gonna order some stuff from them too, and then we're gonna see
You
how it works.
should. Let me see.
Look,
I don't
okay,
think
so
they.
wait. Okay, so I'm guessing that I would probably be in the I don't know, this Dark Kingdom bundle looks kind of too dark. I think if I were to use it, I'm gonna try tan. Let's see. No, because that looked too light. Is there a medium between these?
Don't they have the thing where you can like use your camera and try on makeup?
I don't know. We're gonna see. Now
But
look,
see
okay,
that's
so wait. Oh,
but
go
that's
ahead.
always been I was just about to say like that's always kind of been my struggle because it's like so since I have eczema, I have like discoloration and stuff like that. So kind of finding like my shade has always been like a thing for me. Like it's always been a
Mhm.
hard thing for me. And it's like and then it's like when I was first getting started with makeup and stuff like that, people would tell me all these different places, and some of them were really weird. Like somebody was like, use like the inside of your palm, and I'm just like, but my makeup is not going to be all the way down there, so like that doesn't make sense.
No, Khadijah. Okay, so the
So
reason they say
I just go by my I just go by my neck.
okay, Beach. No, we got it. Hey, Six Figures. Hey, welcome, Rich Sis. So Six Figures says Juvia's place is very pigmented. Look, okay, so I like the fact that they have their names as African countries. Like
I
this
like
is
that
I like
too.
it. So I don't know, like I wonder if like people from these countries are like, look, we're not all that color.
So like so the foundation that I have is called Kano. Like I don't know if that's a country in Africa or who I don't know who Kano is, but it's just like look. But I did like the different names and stuff like that.
So okay, look, so in this Dark Kingdom bundle, right? These are six different shades, but do I have to have all of them? I just want the one that works for me.
I think because it's a bundle, all of those come in and that's what the $62 is for, but they sell them individually.
Okay.
So
Because
I think you go under face and it's under there.
okay. So this has foundation is infused with shea butter and oil controlling ingredients, right? Paraben free, phthalate free, sulfate free, gluten free. Oh, interesting.
I'm not shocked because this does feel kind of buttery when you apply it.
Hmm. Look, okay, so the reviews 5 stars. 85% of women would recommend this to other women. So now, what did you say you was looking for? You said the eyeshadows.
Yes, the eyeshadow.
face, and okay. Foundation, concealer, shade. Okay, no, that's blush. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Setting powder. I have never used setting powder. I have no idea what it does.
It is supposed to keep your makeup from moving. If I'm not mistaken,
Mm-hmm.
like once you put it on and you set it, it's like it's not supposed to come off and all that other stuff.
Mm.
So, but I think like I use setting powder, but I kind of use it sparingly because it gives you like a matte look that I don't like matte. I like being all shiny and
Yeah,
shimmery.
sparkly. Yeah.
So
Okay, so
it's
I don't. It
that's
doesn't.
basically what it is.
Oh wait, you know what? Okay, look. Instead of face, I just clicked on the first one. It said face. Look, it has eyes right here. It's a whole different category.
Oh, I thought you were still looking for the concealer.
No, I moved on because you said you wanted eyeshadow, right?
Yeah. Okay. Scroll. Oh, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay.
I like these colors though.
The colors are very pretty. And Six Figures said they're very pigmented, which I believe because a lot of
Yeah,
people. This one, the one
the
in the far
purples,
right. Yes,
the
or the
violets. Okay,
violets.
so let's see. Well, look, it's only $14 too. That's not bad.
I know. I'm tempted to go to Ulta right now and get it. Like,
So Ulta has them.
yes, Ulta has it. That's where I got it from. That's where I got my lipstick and stuff from.
Oh, and then look, okay, so Six Figures says that the foundation we was looking for, sometimes it's good to have more than one shade, and then also it's good for brows too. I have
Well,
never
yeah.
like I've not
Well,
when
yeah,
I do my
because
own makeup,
you.
I have never put foundation on my brow. Like I don't do all of the of additional contouring and stuff. Like I am not a makeup artist. I know that. Like I'm so basic with makeup.
Well, the reason you need more than one foundation is because like you have like your shade for the winter and then you have your shade for the summer and
Hmm.
then every once in a while I get this weird in between shade.
But these purples are get yeah, this pigmenty, I like it.
Oh, Six Figure, you've tried how do you say it? Huda Beauty? I hate that I can't say that just now. It sounds crazy.
Is that a
But
YouTube channel?
she is another makeup line, and I think she has like eyeshadows. Doesn't she have foundation too, if I'm not mistaken? I think she has foundation too, but she has some really pretty eyeshadows. Because I
Look at
think
these. Okay, so look, it has a direct. You know what? I like that this is very informative on here, right? So amethyst with plum shimmer, pewter. Oh, I love pewter. I probably would do that one with the silver and violet shimmer, a matte deep plum, metallic light violet shimmery, iridescent pink with purple
I
undertones.
literally know a look that I would do with this eyeshadow. Like, oh my god, what time does Ulta close? Like,
I don't know. Probably 9, right?
you know what?
No,
Just kidding.
it's
They might be
Sunday,
closed
so
today.
probably
Yeah,
6 or 7.
it's Easter, so they're probably closed. Let me Google.
That's
Let me
true.
go to
That's true. I
let me go
forgot about that.
to the Googles and see if Ulta is being fake today by being closed.
Right. Look, I know Six Feet. She says the eyeshadow's bomb. I like it already with the purples. Now, look, for me, I'm going to the lips, right? I'm just gonna see what they have over here. I'm gonna just see what they got. Oh, look it. See, Khadijah, now here, this thing and this right here, this outline and whatever, the liner, I know that they're doing it to show this or whatever, but all I was saying was for you to blend that pink that you had that you didn't like,
Yeah.
blend it in like this so it ombres in.
Well, it's not that I didn't like it so much. It's that I had to learn how to use it because when I just put it on my lips by itself, I looked crazy.
Just big ass pink. Yeah, no, I get
Right. Like I could put it on right now, but I'm not trying to be embarrassed. So
it.
like I
Look
am
at
not
no, go ahead. I'm
not
listening.
no, I was just saying I'm really not interested in that because if people are gonna be like talking about me in the group chat, like, oh girl, did you see her? And she thought she looked good too.
And she did this on purpose. Wait a minute. Okay, so this is bomb though. Okay, look. Now I have never done this, but it is cute. I don't know. I would have to let
Black
like a
lips.
makeup artist do it for me because I got
I've
a feeling I
done
would mess
black
that up.
before. Oh my goodness, I've done black before and I loved it. I,
right? It's
yeah,
cute.
you
It's cute.
yeah, 6 Figure Days. You're supposed to like line your lips with the darker color and then fill it in with the lighter color. I think I said that right. Yeah, line with the darker, fill in with the lighter. Yeah, and it
Right.
looks really good when you do it. Now sometimes I have to kind of start over because it's like sometimes I put like a little bit too much on there, and then it's like looking crazy.
See, and I like the whole collection of maroons and reds and whatnot.
I need to get their thing for your eyes to put on your eyes before you what's going on?
Oh,
Oh,
like the base, like it's this white
there
color.
we
That
go.
way the color pops out.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the name to save my life, but it was the base. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word I was looking for. I need to get their base. I've seen some good things about it, and I'm kind of curious to try it.
Right. Okay, so now we looked at lips and eyes and face, whatever. Let's I don't really care. Do you want to see the cheek part? Because I don't really do highlighters like that. I know I don't do blush or
Well,
highlighters.
I was about to say, I do highlighter only because I like the sparkle. Like I kind of put it underneath to kind of like give that glow from within look. But
Hmm.
I can live without blush. I really can.
So Six Figure says, do you follow MUAs on social media? If so, who? I don't follow any of them. I just like if it comes down my timeline and I think it's cute, I'll do it. I'll
I
try it,
follow
whatever.
Auntie Jackie. I follow Auntie Jackie. Jackie Ina.
Huh. All right,
I
let's
def
see.
I definitely
Auntie
follow
Jackie.
her. Well, no, just type in Jackie Ina. She calls herself everybody's favorite auntie, and I'm not here to disagree.
Jackie, what?
Jackie Ina. So it's
Oh,
JACKIE and then
AINA.
AIN. Yeah,
Hmm. Oh, okay. Nice.
I follow this one guy. His name is Painted by Spencer. He's on YouTube though, but he
Mm-hmm.
actually does. He's a white guy, but he does some really good makeup. Because it's like I
Is
remember
he
when I first.
creative?
Yeah, I remember when I first came across him, and I noticed he was a white guy, and he was about to do some black makeup. I was like, "Oh, here we go." But then it turned, but then, but then it turned out really good, and I was like, "Oh, I am pleasantly surprised."
Now, I look. Six Figure says Mac Daddy and AJ Crimson. I've heard of AJ Crimson before. Let me just see.
I've never heard of AJ Crimson. I think I've heard of Mac Daddy. I've definitely heard of Huda.
Okay, this is not what I was trying to. I wasn't trying to go to his stories. I just want to go to the page. Okay, maybe I should go to AJ Crimson Beauty. Okay, here we are. Huh. Wait a minute. Okay. So you're trying to do this where you had a base underneath there, and so if you have like a light pink, it shows out the color.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like you kind of want to, I guess, blend it in
Mm-hmm.
and just make it look, just make it look good, make it look nice.
Hmm. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna follow both of these people. Let's see if I can do it. And then what was the other? Yeah, I'm gonna follow both of them. So we'll see. Right? I'll play around on Instagram. I'll do some experiments. Oh, look, Raw B cooking. So I'm gonna just go ahead and like that right now while I'm already in here. I don't know what all of this is gonna be part of, but it looks tasty. Okay. So we'll be done with the makeup for right now. Okay. So at this point, Khadijah, would you like to give the topic? You ready yet?
Hold on, which one?
So why is it not okay for women to just, forego sex sometimes? And here's why I said that, right? There was a meme going around on both YouTube on people's community tabs as well as on Instagram where this lady, I'm not even, but yeah, she was a young lady. She was like 20, 21, something like that, right? So she said she just wants a man to be able to take care of her without asking her for sex. And oh gee, the men just blew themselves, like they just blew up. They just exploded. This was like the worst thing a woman could ever ask, like the epitome of everything that's wrong with women, right? Okay, so I'm gonna just say, sometimes I feel like that too. It's like, why is it that if I talk to you, men offer sex as the reward for everything? If you say hi to them or if you've done something nice for them, they think that offering you sex is a reward. And then it's like if you accept it, then it's, oh no, you're a horrible person. It's so easy for me to get it. Why is it, why should I believe that anybody else is doing any work, right? So I just got two questions. Why is it mandatory? Like, can we just offer it to y'all then? Like, y'all don't offer it. We just decide if we want to offer it to y'all, because for y'all to offer it, it's like it's requiring me to
I'm
be a
trying to
tool,
figure,
and then I
like,
resent you.
I get really irritated with them thinking that it's like a whole bunch of other men out here. Like, why? Like, I feel like if you think I'm that sexually irresponsible, it's because you're that sexually irresponsible. Okay, like everybody's not out here fucking everything that moves.
Hmm.
And it gets really really annoying. It's like, okay, it's fine every once in a while if it's like a joke, maybe, I guess. But like, it's like it gets old after a while. Like nobody wants to hear that. Like, why are you worried about other men when I'm clearly over here focused on you?
And then here's the thing: you just did something. The other men that are in my environment did not do that. So whatever it is that you think that made me give it up, the other men aren't doing it. That's why
Right.
I'm
And
over
then
here.
my thing
Because
is
if they were,
like,
I wouldn't be here.
and then also everybody's penis is not a reward because everybody's penis is not good. Like this shit, like you like you're trying to give it to me as a reward, and I just want to send the shit. I just want to return it to sender.
Well, here's the
Like,
thing: I don't feel like any penis is a reward, because I just feel like it's other. First of all, the sentence that they always want to throw in our face, right? Like, no, fair exchange, no robbery, right? It's the same. If I'm giving you something, you're giving me something. That's the same. So whatever it is I did for you, I'm
right.
now in the whole one. Okay.
And
So you
first of
need
all,
to
it's
also
like
be doing some good stuff that I like. Otherwise,
and then it's like it's clearly not a prize or a reward if you're out here rewarding everybody with the same penis. Like really, like you're like it's like a Goodwill reward. It's like getting a gift from Goodwill or some shit like that. Like no, nobody wants that.
they treat it like green sheet, like them little
Handing it
newspapers
out
that's
like
in
Tic
the gas
Tacs.
stations that's free. Like they just set a stack up there, and if you want to, you just walk by, you pick it up. You don't, you find it down the
Right, they
street,
just
you know how
out
to
here
use it.
slinging it like Tic Tacs, and I don't think, like, I think women need to get more strict about that because the same way they don't like us out here sleeping with a bunch of men and stuff like that, I don't like men who are out here sleeping with a bunch of women.
Look at Beach coming.
I am. They are the shelf I read. Right, Beach. Right.
So here's the thing:
And
it's
it's
like
like
that's not a reward. It's not
it's
like it's
not
just mine.
like,
I don't get to unbox
and
it. It's used.
it's like when is the last time you've ever slept with a guy and be like, oh my god, I feel so rewarded right now. I feel so rewarded. Like
Never like that.
when is the first or
That
last
is
time you've
that
ever
makes
done
it
that?
all worth it. Everything. It was just so
Right,
worth
like
it.
I can die in peace right now. Like no, that's not how that works.
Exactly. I don't get it.
And
Here's
and
another.
then that's my whole gripe with these people that are just like we need to sleep together on the first day. Because my thing is like if I was to do that and your penis isn't bad is bad, I'm not gonna talk to you no more. It has to be something there that makes me want to keep talking to you and like be willing to teach you what I like outside of like
Yeah,
ugh.
I feel like it's too early for me. Like on the first date, I don't know whether I like you or not. Like what I do know is that we had a good first date or we had a bad first date, right? So I like I'm not sitting there. So a first date, the only thing that separates you from every other stranger up and down the street is 2 hours of spending time together, right? So I don't really feel like you're any different than a man I just walked past that I've
Right.
never seen before in my life. So I'm not going to be throwing the box at that guy. So you actually aren't in that better of a like. what's the distinct, what's 2 hours of us like maybe going out to eat or whatever, and before they start, if I have to pay for my own meal so that I can go home in peace, I will. Like,
Right.
it's
Right.
just
I
not
had to
worth it.
tell a guy that because like I had just seen like a couple stories where guys were like taking women out and just leaving them with the bill and stuff like that or saying that they hadn't
Yeah.
bought any money. And I was like, you can try that on me if you want to. I will pay for my food and let them know where to find you so they can go ahead and drag your ass down the county because I'm
Yeah,
not
because
like
I'm
I'm
trying to think. No, one guy is has charges placed against him from like whatever city they're in because the people are like the court is bringing charges against him because women did that. They were like, no, 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 I only ate this part, and so therefore I'm gonna pay for mine. That guy, here's where you can find him. You're like, you still have to just because you leave somebody at the table, that doesn't mean that
that
they're gonna
you ain't
pay for the
safe.
whole thing.
Yeah, you ain't safe.
Yeah.
Like
Nobody said that. So yeah, and he had a whole scheme where he was going out and getting women specifically for this reason. Like he wanted to see how many times he could get free food out of women.
okay, well now you got a free
Why?
trip to jail. Have fun.
Yeah, okay, so one, not to mention that he's ended up in jail with it. But second of all is why? Why is that a pastime? There was nothing else he
Right.
could be doing?
You're right. It's like get better hobbies.
Knit, play golf, something other than just
Right.
sleeping
Watch
women at restaurants.
TV. Go watch a movie. Do something. Do something other than wasting my time. Cause it's like, look, I've given chances to guys who I initially didn't want to. And it's like I tried to give them a chance, really at the behest of my friends that I probably shouldn't have done that. And it's like they always just show me why I should have just kept on moving and, just sat there and ate my food and went on about my damn business.
Yeah. Yes, and all they're doing is making it to where I don't want to talk to men. That's all they're doing. And sometimes I just feel like, you know what? So the point of this conversation, right? So those men that feel like, why don't women smile when they see me? Why don't they wave when they see me? You know why?
Girl, because
Because
you suck. That's why. You suck.
yeah, and then even more specific, if I wave to you and then you think, oh yeah, that means she wants it. No,
Why
no,
do
that
I
means I'm
have
gonna
to
just keep
sit there
walking
and
past
smile?
you.
How do you know I'm not going through something that doesn't require me smiling? Like how do you know that? It's
Well,
like you walk past me, I don't smile at you, and now you think I have some sort of vendetta against you. Like what who thinks that?
yeah, maybe I didn't see you. Maybe I was thinking about something, right? Like maybe I'm not in a good mood. 'Cause something bad just happened to me. But here's the thing: even like I try to tell people, like, okay, so make it a personal point when you see other black people to go ahead and wave and smile at them, whatever. If you do that to certain men, then they like, oh, word, that's the choosing signal.
I'm
No,
not waving and smiling
no,
at no damn body if
not.
I don't fucking want to. You just need to get out your damn feelings and get over yourself. That's what you need to do, okay? The world does not revolve around you, okay? In Khadijah world, the world revolves around me and you will be just fine.
It's in the title. It's Khadijah World. It's in the title.
Like look, I was over here minding my business and now you mad because you think I got something against you. Like, sir, I don't even know you.
Right. Now, here's another thing, right? So, okay, men are talking about how sex is supposed to be transactional, right? Well, why can it not just be a fun hobby to do with somebody that you already know that's going to be in your life, right? Let's just assume that you picked the right person or whatever, right? Why does it have to be transactional? Why does it have to be in exchange for room and board? And here's what I
I,
mean. So if you're in a relationship with somebody, you're in a marriage, y'all living together, he's paying all of the bills. If you say that you have a headache one night, he then gets to say, okay, well, you know what? The rent ain't getting paid. Like, is that what we're doing? Because if that's the case, then if I have sex with you, then I shouldn't have to do anything else. That's the key. That's what you wanted. That makes it all worth it, right? That makes it worth you paying all of the bills. So I don't need to do nothing else, right? So
well,
hey,
that definitely can't be it because then they'll have the nerve to turn around and be like, well, what do you bring to the table? And it's just like,
yeah,
my box
I
is all it
know it.
requires, apparently.
And exactly, that's my point. I know that they're gonna have a whole problem with that. My question is, so then don't make it transactional. Because see, here's the thing. Um, you can't in one breath say women need to be thinking about who they're gonna have sex with and then get mad if a woman withholds sex from you. She is thinking about it. You didn't make the criteria. So how are you now mad that she's withholding? See, all of this is when you make it a transaction. It's supposed to be an enjoyable activity that either brings forth a child or brings a couple together. All this other
I'm
stuff, all
not
this
like, why
willy
is
nilly,
it
just
so? Why are they making it so damn difficult though? Like, I can't just be sleeping with you because I like you, and we done, we done, bonded and got to that point, and it's just like happening naturally and stuff like that. Like, why it always got to be some ulterior motive and stuff like that? Like, people are so uptight on YouTube. Like, I don't get how y'all go through life sometimes. I really don't.
well, and if they're doing all of that, that is literally saying that the vagina is the prize. Like, if you don't believe that the vagina is the prize, then why is it
Big,
causing all of this ruckus? Whether you get it
big
or not, what difference does it make?
Because it's like I have never had any of these thoughts before I came to YouTube. Like, I wasn't thinking about no damn transaction or nothing like that when I'm with a guy that I like. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Exactly. And that's the point. I'm not thinking transactional if I like the person because I care about their personality. So she is laughing when I said bond. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that y'all want to say about the relationship, it brings them closer together. I ended up doing a stream earlier today with Chaos Rain, and he was talking about sexless marriages. And I've been hearing this around the YouTube streets for a while, but I was never going to speak on it. But since we here, I just got a question. Why is it not okay? You can't have women that you want to be able to go without sex and be thinking, and then get mad at her for saying, "Well, I don't even want to." Right? I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have the type of brain that just automatically sits around and thinks about sex. Now, every time it's a conversation, it's because somebody else brought it up, and the reason. Not trying to be pious, I am none mode, right? But not saying it to try to be better than anybody else. That's just a thing that I noticed about myself. The things that I think about have to do with like,
There's more to
uh,
life than just sex. Let's start with that.
yeah, yeah. But it's usually like something that makes me laugh. I don't think y'all want me to combine sex with me laughing. So y'all need to
Right,
leave,
because then you're
let
gonna
me
think
be
your dick trash and you're gonna be mad.
who I'm gone. Okay, so she leaving because he don't want to hear the fact that women should be transacting sex, right? I just feel like that turns it into a job, that turns it into work, that turns it into a chore. And if the woman ain't
Yeah.
happy about this, then you can't get mad at her. That's what you turned
Right.
it
And then
into.
if it's like turning into a chore, then eventually I'm not even gonna want to do it. Like this, I'm supposed to be having fun and getting my back blown out and being put through the headboard and stuff like that. Like, I don't. Oh Lord, I don't understand. Some of these people in here are just so miserable, and I really just don't understand how they go through life just thinking about this constantly.
Yeah, look, see, I'm gonna just say this. I don't want to be put through the headboard. I just want normal people stuff. I want people to just not be so violent all the time. Oh, look, Sheen is back. He says it's a lot of sex that's more to life. See, see, that's what I'm saying, right? You mention a word and the conversation just deteriorates with men. Look, headboard warrior. See, no, no.
Look,
I just
I
want
was
people to do.
being I was being facetious. Okay, we're not gonna
I want
be.
people to do normal stuff. I don't want all of the violent. Do this look like 50 Shades of Grey to y'all? No. I want people
Just
to
a
just be
tad, depending
normal
on who you with, depending
people.
on who you ask.
Nah, man, look, I don't want look, I don't want like to be yelled at during the minute. That shit ain't a turn on. It does not make me want to
Well,
stay
no,
there.
nobody. No, I don't want to be
I
yelled
don't
at
want to be hit
either.
with stuff. I don't want
No,
all
it's
of that.
not like you're no, like you're not getting a beating. It's just like
That's what it
a
sounds
nice.
like. I'm sorry. It
No,
sounds
you're
extremely similar to getting beat up.
no, you're not gonna get beat up. Okay, it's just like a light tap and maybe like a firm grasp or something like that. Like it's fun. From what I've heard,
Uh-huh.
it's fun.
Uh-huh. Look, now I don't know what she was talking about with a shower pole. I'm afraid to ask, so I'm gonna just act like I ain't see that.
You don't remember
Uh,
Mimi and Nico when they was hanging from the shower rod?
yeah, that was the shower rod, and I'm just trying to figure out like whose idea was that? Because first of all, I would be worried that I'm gonna fall. Like I'm trying to
Right.
figure out like how they had the confidence.
They put it up there with Gorilla Glue.
Right. Right. And even then, it's like, okay, but it's next to water every single day and you're gonna slip, you
Well, my
know.
thing, I wouldn't do that because first of all, I'm clumsy, and I'll be on it, and then I end up being on an episode of Sex Sent Me to the ER, and I'm not really interested in
Wait, this
that.
is a thing? This is a show?
Yes, it's a show. Like
Hold on, wait a minute. No.
it is definitely a
Wait, it
show.
came
Like
up. It just populated in Google. I've
it's a
never
show.
heard of this.
I think it's on like
Wait.
Lifetime or something, Lifetime or TLC or one of those.
Yeah, it's on the TLC network. I'm trying to see what I could watch it on because I don't know. Is this okay?
I can't
So
believe you've never heard of
I have
that.
never heard of this. That is hilarious. You know why? It's because people always want to act like they just so, like they just so adventurous in a bedroom, whatever. And I'm trying to figure out. See, because you know what? Some things that's commonplace now, I still think is stupid, and I want to know who sat around and was unhappy with regular ass sex enough to where they want to think about some dumb shit to do that now is supposed to be mainstream. Like, why was the regular not enough? What
Right,
was you
right.
doing?
Like, what happened to people just joining the Mile High Club or something like that? When did we start getting all this crazy stuff going?
Yeah, like they didn't, and all these people who come up with these new ideas, did they already do that like so long ago, so many times where now that's boring? Really? So look, hold on. So it's a show called How Sex Changed My Life, or what? Then Six Figure said so funny. It's on TLC. She said, I seen this one time. Okay. Now, Beach. She says a lady that masturbated with a carrot stick and died from a splinter. Sex sent me to the grave at this point. Like, and then you know what?
Right.
Now, this, okay,
It's like, lady, they have toys for that. Okay, if you must use anything, use a toy.
specifically made for that reason so that there's no splinters, so that there's nothing that has to be surgically removed because it was
Right,
left
like
up
you can.
there.
And the crazy thing, like they even have the ones where you can like stick it to the shower and stuff like that, so you can you have to do less work. Like I don't, I'm
See,
confused.
this is what
That's
happened when
one of
you
those
don't.
things that I wouldn't do.
See, this what happened when you don't go through none mode, right? Like you got to find all these new and inventive ways to do this kind of shit. Like I just never, it never occurred to me to have something that like is installed in the bathroom in the shower. That just never occurred to me. I I don't even know whose idea this was. So yeah, I already know. I'm gonna get all the comments. Yeah, you're such a prude. Yeah, probably.
I
But
wouldn't
wait a minute.
necessarily. Well, I'll
She's
be a
dead
prude. At least I ain't
internally,
dead.
huh?
I said I'd be a prude. At least I ain't dead.
Yeah, because apparently, like, and that's what I'm trying to get to understand is okay. So why carrots? Like, is that all she had in the refrigerator that day or something? Like, why would you pick a carrot?
I'm confused as to why you don't have any toys though.
Hey, Primetime.
Like you're supposed to have like a I call it a goodie bag. So it's like if you really get the urge, it's there to where you don't have to go doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. You know, you can get something off of Amazon. There's like stores all over the place. Like why a carrot?
Yeah, I don't get that. Because then,
And then what was
okay,
she?
let's just say
What was
she has a thing for fruit, right? Like it just has to be a fruit or a vegetable. Aren't there other vegetables that aren't splintery? Because when I think about a carrot, before they make it into carrot sticks, it's got like little wires and shit coming out of it. I know it's not really wires, but like they got stuff coming out of it. It's real rough. Like, why would you? It's not even shaped like.
I'm kind of curious as to what she was gonna do with the carrot afterwards. Like I know you weren't about to wash that and put it back because that's nasty.
Yeah. See, I would never eat at her house. Like, what is that? And then now look, Beach is absolutely correct. Nobody can answer right now because unfortunately, see, just stuff like that.
Like because
I'm
it's
just
like
curious how that came to be an idea.
it's just ridiculous because it's just like I feel like you could be adventurous and safe at the same time.
Yeah, like it has a jagged edge at the. Okay, so it ruptured the main vein. Oh, see? How you just like so ready to have some type of stimulation like that you're not even, paying attention to what it is you're holding and using. Like she couldn't
It's
see that coming.
like since your fingers don't work, I'm confused.
Call somebody. Like if anybody's gonna be able to like you see now if we got people out here dying, then maybe she do need to be on the carousel. Maybe. If she dying because she's using carrots and shit, like that's just extra.
I wouldn't
Maybe
say she might just need some restraint and some self control. Okay, you don't
willpower, a hobby, something,
something like
right?
you have
Just
to go
something.
like it should never be that deep.
I don't understand it. I don't know how you get to that level, but okay. Men run to sex. So yeah, see, like she could have just like stood outside and yelled that shit across the street. I'm sure somebody would have showed up and helped
Yeah,
out.
somebody would look the way men think. Somebody would have came running.
Yeah, they would have brought over something that didn't have a sharp edge on it. It's just like the shape of the carrot is just not attractive. I don't understand why. Anyway, so this show, right? Sex sent me to the ER. Mm-mm. I'm trying to see if maybe they have like
I think
a
I remember this
summary.
one episode where this guy and this lady they ended up in the ER because it's like they were doing it and he got stuck inside her.
Mm-mm.
And I was
Oh
just
no,
like,
that's the thing. Like some women, they there's like this disorder they have where they clamp down, and you got to literally go and be removed from one another.
yeah, I was just like, oh.
Wait, she said she had a power tool on it. Why was that not so the carrot even still wasn't enough? She needed a power tool. What are you trying to achieve here?
No, I think he was asking like what happened. Did she use like a power tool with the carrot? But I don't but like carrots have like all of this like
Yeah,
wires and stuff that come off of it when you're like that's why most people shave it before they cook it with the little carrot shaver thingy to
right.
get all that excess stuff off of it. But I guess she couldn't wait that long.
I
And
guess.
oh she said don't go down the rabbit hole.
Wait, it's too late because look, so it's on Amazon Prime, and I do have that. And then you can have like a watch party. Wow, I never heard of this. So look, there is a couple that finds themselves in compromising positions. So Greg, a 440-pound virgin, is determined to make his first time memorable, and that he does it and that when he does it he ends in the ER. And a man with a broken penis has more problems when both his wife and girlfriend show up to the hospital this season. See, I don't know, man. I'm gonna just see. I'm gonna just see what it's like because I'm just curious. What is this? So they got the what you call it, the summaries, right? So there's a woman that has a 2-hour orgasm that won't stop. A couple's reunion lands them in the ER when they choose an unlikely spot. See, I want to know, where was it? Like, I don't really care about them doing
You
it. I
gotta
just want
watch
to know
you
what
gotta watch the
dumbass
show.
choice.
You have to watch the show.
Wait a minute. Now, see, hold on. Look. So, number 3, while on a hiking date, things go wrong. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out I don't want hiking anywhere near anything while I'm talking about sex. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be thinking about hiking, no foresty stuff, no like
Hiking is
there's
not even in my vocabulary. I'm so good on that. I'm so good
and then
on
there's like
hiking.
equipment that I don't want next to okay, so then they try to have sex in a tree and things go horribly wrong. I'm just curious what happened. Like
You have to watch the show to find out. I've
that's
turned hope
interesting.
at look, we're in nun mode up here. Okay, we are
We
going through
still
this.
in limbo, but I'm just curious, like whose
We
idea?
are
This is what
we're
I'm
going
talking
through
about
this so
the
y'all know
idea.
what not to do. So y'all
This
know
is
what not to do.
Well, and this is what I'm talking about, Khadijah, with the idea like, why? Nothing about a tree makes me want to be in the mood. I don't want any trees anywhere near. I don't want no foresty, no grass, none of that.
All right, you got splinters and poison ivy
Bugs,
and all that other stuff. Like nobody wants that.
germs.
And then it's like you're gonna and then you got bugs and stuff like that. And then it's like if you get caught by the poison ivy, then you're gonna be itching and stuff like that. And then people are gonna think that you got something, and that's just not fun. They're like, you don't need all that negativity in your life.
Yeah, look, I bet that's what they were saying because they were like, I'm sorry. What I want to know what went horribly wrong out the tree. Like, so did they fall out the tree? Like, oh Lord, that's funny. And you know why? Because you could have just went home. You could
Right.
have just went home. Could have went to the car.
Yeah. What
Could have went to a
happened to
bench
going?
somewhere.
I was about to say, what happened to like going to the hotel and the rose petals and all that other fun stuff? Like you,
Nah, that ain't enough. Like you gotta have other stuff.
like there's like not a cabin out there somewhere. Like y'all don't do cabins anymore.
No,
Oh,
no, of course not.
people are some hot ass messes. Like I don't like when did sex become this complicated? I'm so confused.
A couple's long-awaited date night leads them to a secluded pasture. Why? Why is your date? None of my dates have ever led me to a secluded pasture. I don't know how that happens.
All right, like all my dates have led me to like the restaurant to eat and maybe a bar afterwards to play pool or some shit like that. Like, what are y'all out here doing?
A couple trying to get a long time at a spa end up in the middle of what looks like a crime scene. So you don't notice a crime being right. Like, see,
See you about to get killed trying to have some sex.
it's not this serious.
Oh my goodness. And people are, can you like see, that's why I would never want to do anything too crazy because I would be so embarrassed to end up on an episode of Sex Sent Me to the ER. Like,
Yeah, like why? See, all of this. This isn't sex that did this. This is just retardation that did this because they could have made other choices.
and like you just, so you just gonna bypass the caution tape and all of that just to, Lord.
Uh,
Hi, Professor Black Ops. How are you?
hey, Professor Black Ops. Look, so uh, a doctor struggles to free a man from a painful steel ring. How did he get it there? A rendezvous at a construction site turns disastrous when heavy machinery is put to use. See,
Okay, so this is just like borderline stupid at this point. It's just like I feel like you should know that your human body is not enough to just like
what
withstand
are
heavy
you
machine.
trying to do that requires heavy machinery, though? What do you? I feel like anything that requires heavy machinery
Heavy
just is not
machinery
meant to
is
be
not
done.
worth doing. It's not worth doing like at all. Is Walmart open today?
You know what? Yeah, probably because they hardly ever close.
Yeah, they close at 11. Okay, so I can.
Wait, wait. Okay, so this is the last one, right? Things get serious when a pair of clowns lands in the ER. Uh,
All of
yeah,
them are clowns, but let's go ahead and continue.
right. A couple's embarrassing injury takes center stage when a church group arrives to pray for them.
See, none mode. Just go into none mode, people.
Yeah, yeah. See, because my church group show up to pray for me, and I'm in numb mode. I won't have all of these problems, you know.
Like, can you imagine them just coming like to pray for you in that position or whatever? It's just like Christ is watching at this point.
Yeah, and Jesus found them in this manner. I mean, yeah, that's quite awkward. I'm trying to figure out why didn't they know that the church group was coming over? Like,
You guys get some Stella Roseberry. It's really good.
huh? I might have to go and get some of that. And you always have it. You always talk about it. So I'm gonna go try it and see.
Well, I've been trying the different ones. So, like when I was out of town last week, I had the mango one, and that one was pretty good. And I was actually pleasantly surprised too, because like mango stuff for me can be like a hit or miss. Like it has like a weird aftertaste or something like that, but it was really good.
Right. Okay, so I'm putting in the StreamYard in the chat. If y'all want to come up and talk to us about why it's not okay for women to say no, like why is it such a bad idea? Why is everybody hating on none mode? Like y'all got
It's
something to
not a
say?
bad idea. They just think that they're going to be limited if you do start saying no. And it's just like, if I like you enough and if you're that person to get to that point, then you are. But it's just like, and then on top of all of that, let's not act like if they're not having sex with us, they're not out here having sex with somebody else. Like y'all act like y'all going to die if y'all don't get it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna just be the one to say no. And y'all know
Right.
that. Don't act like y'all ain't never been told no. See, here's another thing, right? They want to act like every time that they've ever tried to get somebody, it was always yes.
Everybody
Like y'all
just
ain't
tell them
never
yes.
heard the word no. Yeah, right.
Right. It's like y'all out there getting on some damn body nerves, okay? Everybody ain't done told y'all yes. I'm
So
waiting to see.
no,
But
they haven't popped up or anything. I'm gonna get some more water real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, hurry back. I can't hold this on my own.
Well, I'm still listening. So if anybody has anything that they want to bring up, they can.
I'm hoping Beach comes up. I like talking to Beach. She's funny.
And that's another thing. It is Easter, right? So
Hmm.
some people are probably cooking and eating with family and whatnot.
I completely
I,
forgot about that.
no, I mean I'm not cooking this year. I'm not doing it. So
I've just had
um,
such a I've just had such a normal everyday day that I completely forgot about Easter. I really did. Although I am ready to start planning my next vacation.
to where this time?
Well, so if everything works out the way I want it to, I'm planning on a trip to South Carolina because I need to go visit my family. And
Mm.
then, oh, she got to hide from her mama. Beach, she got to hide from her mom.
Beach is so silly. No, well, yeah.
No,
See, you know what? I
that's
don't
how it be
know.
though. That's how it
Huh?
be though. Like that's how it be though. Like my mom would be sitting there trying to talk to me about stuff, and I'm just like, Mom, ill. Like I don't want to talk to you about that.
Oh yes, listen, I firmly believe in a division between the generations when discussing certain stuff because I don't want to know. Like, what if I
Right.
never had that question? There's nothing in my life that's going to be solved by you answer what it's stuff that you're saying to me right now. I don't want to know any of it. Like sometimes I wish I could just purposely give somebody laryngitis real quick. Just stop talking. No.
Right. So like my mom, she like I came over because like I had already moved to Georgia and I hadn't been home in a while. So I got home and she was like she noticed that I was like spreading a little bit and she was like you getting thicker and then she was like but that's okay because men like more cushion for the pushing and I'm just like don't
Oh
ever
no.
I was like don't ever say that again.
Man, listen, the one time that I did have a big rack when I was pregnant, right? So I got tired of them referring to that in every conversation. Like, here we are at Thanksgiving. I'm just eating my little plates or whatever, having fun being pregnant at Thanksgiving. And they sitting around talking about my bra size. And I was like, you know what? I hate every one of y'all. Like, this is a whole family
Right.
conversation, huh? Like,
Like
we just,
y'all
not do
just make
this.
it so awkward. Like can y'all quit?
Right. Like, I don't want to talk about this as a whole group setting with family. What is wrong with y'all? They got laws against this. So
You're right.
let's
Like I feel
welcome
like
Beach. Oh, go ahead, Khadijah.
I was just about to say I feel like this should be illegal in several states, in all 50 states, as a matter of fact.
Right. Like, who? I don't want, like, I can actually say I've never talked to my kids with this conversation. I have never put them in
I
that
would
awkward ass
never
position.
want to. Like I don't want to. I don't want to hear. I don't want my kids to be listening to me talk about me getting my cheeks clapped and stuff like that. And just all that. Like no. Like that's weird.
Right. Hey, Beach, welcome.
Hi, Beach.
Why am I in the most hollow room? And I went to the back and I carried a little basket of towels like I'm really trying to help my mama fold some of her clothes so I could come to the back room and sneak in on the conversation. Like I
Yes,
feel
so she don't come back
like
there
I'm
to ask you what you're talking about.
she that was that's what this is why she, when you have children and grandchildren, your mama don't really be studying you no more. She just care about her grandchildren, so she not really paying attention. You know what I mean? But I
Hmm.
still gotta sneak back because it echo in her house. I don't know why her house echo like my house don't echo like this. I don't know, but I'm like I feel like a little kid, like I'm sneaking and talking. So I done carry some
Yeah.
towels out to the back so I can like I'm trying to like help out folding some clothes and walked off so I can join the conversation. Because I had my earbuds on so they couldn't really hear us, even hear y'all.
Right.
But
So then they just hear you answer the They're like, who the hell are you talking to? And this is my thing, right? Like your parents know that you're having sex, especially if you have a kid, right? But that don't mean I want us to discuss it. That don't mean I
Right.
want to
at
talk
all.
about it with y'all. I don't want to
I'm
give you
not
no
talking about.
details.
I refuse. I refuse. I can't. My mom was a very conservative woman. Like she didn't prepare me for. I really think she. I can't prove it, but I think she told me if I had sex before marriage, I would die because I was scared to do it. I know I'm for real. All my friends, I was the last one to lose my my B. I was scared. I got dumped a couple times because I wasn't giving it up. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
she cute. She over there dancing, got the Daisy Duke song, got the pretty legs. But when it's time for the after party and everybody breaking off, I'm just like, I can't do it.
I'm
I'm
going
sorry. You know
home.
what I'm saying? And
Right.
it was like, me was like, man, fuck this next thing. I know he over there with, because that's how quick they move to the girl who she off
They
That's
for.
what
be
But
I'm
already knowing who
saying.
gonna give it up. They just be trying, like, cause one thing I found out is they already knew I wasn't going to, so they just like would try. And these niggas put together a whole fucking bet, and I'm like, wow. And now y'all calling me, y'all got
they get
whatever.
it.
That's what
But
I'm
somebody else
saying.
did. It's
Like,
just like folks all in the
that's
back. It's,
what
it's
I'm
like
saying. Like,
I
they get mad
ain't
at you
care
for
because
not giving it
I
up.
felt like I didn't lose. I felt like I didn't lose because I was first choice and you got the the the
Her,
the
but
reject.
it's
So
like
it didn't like it
they
hurt my
get
feelings that you with her. It's like you wanted me, but you
Okay.
couldn't get me, and I ain't give it up.
yeah,
So you
but
think that hurt my feelings? And then she ended up getting dumped. And he never. Now we pulling up at folks' houses in high school. I didn't even know what we was like. Oh, we're gonna go for a ride. Thinking I'm really thinking we go just
Yes.
riding. I
And
didn't
your
know they
friends
pulling up
tell you, oh, we
by
finna
the
just go
dude
hang
house,
out.
stalking
And
him.
then it's at a dude house. I was like, bitch, if you don't take me home, I'm not going in
that's
there.
what I. That's what literally what I was just telling Topaz. Like, they get mad at you for saying no. Like, they not about to go hop on the next chick that say yes. Like, get out of here.
And like B said, it don't hurt your feelings because that's where the fuck you need to be at. That's who you should have asked her first. You already knew the answer, so why you even come over here?
Exactly. Because you know why, Topaz? Because they don't want to admit they can see in a woman they want the cream of the crop, y'all. I don't care what they
Mhm.
say. They really want the one that's well, she really been kind of it's something different about her. She's not the way she carry herself, the way you walk. When you walk, when we help the little girls and stuff at our organization, we be like, when you walk with your head not with your chin up, looking over people, but with your head straight. Don't be walking with your head down. When someone's talking to you, make eye contact. Show that you're confident. Stand there and look at them. Stand eye level. We were teaching those skills. I don't know. I guess it's every daughter for themselves now because of the COVID. Like,
Yeah.
oh well, I can't. Look, I'm trying to keep my baby from ending up, like Bunquisha, so I can't really help your child right now. But for the most part, you teach them how when she know how to stand like a lady, she sit like a lady, she sit with her legs, the clothes where she's
Yep.
supposed to sit, all those things, so they kind of already could tell, even if you had on Daisy Dukes or in high school you try to like you wear one thing at the house, but you done packed up a little pair of shorts to slide on. Y'all know how
You know,
don't I know I was not the only one that
no,
stole
you
in her
wasn't the
purse.
only one. I didn't do it because see, like here's my thing in high school. I used to dress like preppy, business casual and shit. So I don't know. I thought I was cute. I was watching Clueless and shit. So I don't know. I didn't wear the Daisy Dukes. And plus I was skinny. I was like really, really little in high school. So I didn't feel like it was gonna come off the same way. Maybe if I was
Hmm.
thicker, I probably would have.
Well, I used to fill out my jeans, but it was just like, but
So
it
I'm
was
the
just
only
like,
one up here that was wearing look at that girl with the Daisy Duke song. I
No,
want
you
you
ain't the
to
either.
look
well,
at
Damn,
that
B,
with the
well,
Daisy
fuck
Beach,
Duke
when
the
I
Daisy
was,
song.
Dukes. I ain't had
when
nothing to put
I
in
was
them.
in school, when I was in, well, I had something to put it. I mean, I have something to put in them, but it's just like when I was in school,
I
they
just
wouldn't
now
let you
got
wear
this.
those.
I just got this from middle age. All right, I just got this. This is new to me. I'm still having a blast.
So I'm the only one over there with six neck. Give me that donkey butt and them big old legs. I ain't
Yeah,
too
I
proud
ain't
to
had no
dance,
Well,
problem.
please.
we
Let
do
me
the
ride that
songs and
donkey,
stuff like
donkey.
that.
Let me ride
But
that
it's
donkey,
like
donkey.
it
So
got to a point where if you came to school like that, they would send you home. They would send you home.
Yeah, but
well,
see,
you
my
can't
school.
wear it to school. It's like at school you wear we know the 3 inch whatever that little rule whatever. But after school
Yeah,
you supposed to change to your like and you can change.
Oh
School is
yeah,
out.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
put
I
on
used
those
to
yeah.
do
shorts,
that.
down in the parking lot, walk around like you can change. You're no longer about it's after 3 o'clock. I guess because we was on the cheer and dance, legs was everything. See, back then I'm the '90s chick. Legs were
Yeah.
everything. Didn't nobody care about your butt. Having a big butt, actually, only fat girls had big butts. So see, then that's why all us '90s chicks are built the way
So
we are.
I would have. You
That's
know what? I probably would have been able to get away with it. Because like okay, so I
all you needed
graduated
was
high
some
school
legs that
in
wasn't scratched up and stabbed
'99.
up and had a bad case of chicken. All you needed was
Cigarette
some
burns
legs.
and shit.
And you was straight.
I'm
We
kind
didn't
of
have no
curious as to.
Then nobody had.
I'm,
There was not no. Oh, look at that. But it just wasn't. I remember 2 girls in my whole high school that had big butts in high school, but as they got older, see the problem with see that type of grown woman, but
Yep.
behind at 17, 16, 17. when you get to, by the time you get 19, 20, you're going to be fat because
Yep.
your body is, you got to grow into that type of stuff. So I don't know what they was on. I don't know what type of hips they had, but them same. I'm like, ooh, that.
It was one chick, like, okay, so it was one chick in the high school that was just like thick and still like normal, like teenage shape. But it was this one, she had a 30-year-old woman shape in high school. I mean, like, just niggas.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, you should not be shaped like that.
Yes,
you should not be shaped like that. Like grown men, I know what you're talking about, and you should not be shaped like what, it just bring all type of questions. But I don't know if their mama put them on birth control at 8 or 9 or something, and it started to help fill out things. Yeah, because like one of my
might have been early bloomers, so I was late too, Khadijah. So I didn't get nothing until I was a sophomore in college. So my freshman 15 just made me, just under trying to get some thickness, and it took all the way to sophomore year for me to try to get there.
All I had was my legs. I want to go back to
I've always had like the shape and stuff like that, but I always used to cover it up with like baggy jeans and stuff like that.
I just want to go. I want to go back to K-Swiss and like, and like, you know what I'm saying? Just some regular, like, it was so easy to dress in. You could throw in a cute little t-shirt, as long as you had your K-Swiss and they wasn't all scratched up. You know what I mean? You could be it was so easy to be cute. Like, it was so easy to be a girl back then. I had a mushroom. Like, I had the MC Light mushroom, baby. Short. I had the one short on the side. Look, you couldn't tell me nothing. I'm gonna show my senior yearbook when I do my next live. I got my senior yearbook that's like falling all type of stuff falling out with all my pictures, my senior portrait, how I wore my hair. I'm gonna go through it a little bit because I see some of these girls. I say, did y'all finish high school? Because y'all act like y'all acting real slow out here on the YouTube street. Can you show me a tassel? Because you do actually keep that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like a tassel or something that showed that you attended a high school. And I'm really questioning whether or not some of these women, the way they acting, even finished or made it to the high school. So I want to see y'all tassels. Show me a yearbook picture. Show me a prom picture. I mean,
my mama got all my stuff at the house.
And see, I got my mom had my yearbook. I got my yearbooks. I got it in she's all these years, and I graduated. Yes, I did in the 90s. And what's your point? And look, you holding your hands like, okay, and you know what? I'm glad I was in that era. What the hell?
What?
Where the 90s was where it was at, and I'm just saying we're a different breed of women. I think we had better genes. We shape different. 90s women are just shaped different. That's why you should. I don't get bothered about if you just had a little bit more ass on you, you'll be perfect. And I'd be like, no, I don't need a little bit more.
That's when we got so obsessed with ass. Because like I had one of my coworkers, she was trying to set me up with like her son or whatever. And she was like, I told my son all about you and stuff. And I was like, oh God, what did you tell him? And she was like, I told him you got a big booty. And I was like, I have a pretty decent personality too, just so you know.
Oh yeah, and Cocaine Kills used to call you Miss Booty.
Yeah, I was just like, Lord. I was just like, girl, it was it was funny, but I was just like,
they called me stingy. That I would hear that like, man, shit, because I was a good dancer, did the dance team. I just said they would say, yeah, but she ain't gonna do nothing. Like I would hear the stuff they would say, like I said, but it didn't hurt my feelings because I just felt like, buddy, you should be lucky I'm even talking to you. You're not even. You lucky I gave you my number. So you think that hurt my feelings? She ain't gonna do nothing. I wasn't gonna do and that's why I didn't know. They don't hurt my feelings.
Come ask me for nothing. Yeah, spread the word. Yep, I'm not. You're right. So I know that.
Yeah, it's like you knew that when you came over here. It's like you knew that when you came over here. So
all the time I was mean, I was stuck up, and I was like, okay, so tell your friends, so that way I ain't gotta keep saying it.
Right, spread the word.
Yeah, now go tell people. Yeah, get this out. Let's make a bulletin.
Right. Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell their friend.
Like,
and apparently it made a difference. It matters. Trust me. I don't care what they say. It matters. It matters. The people that
Yeah,
can't tell
because
them
all that
nothing.
crying they was doing in the hallway, all of the rumors and shit,
Cause
all of
yeah, cause it's
the
like once he now you see him walking to class, carrying the other girl, like carrying her little fifth grade book. It's kind of like where he acting like he didn't even know you walk around. I never experienced that. I never experienced a pump and dump. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. I'm not trying to act like I can't, like it can't happen to me.
no,
But I did.
you tell the
I
truth
never.
because I haven't.
Okay, I'm not. I'm just saying I haven't. I don't know what that feel like. So I can only imagine. Though, like, oh my god, I can't like Virginia. That Kim Kardashian. He just walk right past you like he didn't know you. I
And
could
then
imagine.
that ugly ass crying face she made, like,
Right.
Yeah.
I remember one time
I've
I was a
never had
freshman
that
and
happen either.
this senior, I didn't do it. This senior, he lived down the street. And he wanted, I looked a little older. I was tall because I was tall. Like told me he
yeah,
was tall, so we looked older than our peers. And he was, I forgot what he was on the football team. I remember his name was Courtney. He's very, very attractive. And he kept on trying to holler at me, got my number, whatever. And he wanted to come. And I was like, my mama went home. He was like, let me come by. He kept on. And finally, after he could tell I was not even trying to even let him come. He was like, man, fuck this shit. And like hung up in my face. And it was like later on in life, I saw Courtney and I was just looking at him like, nice ball spot there. But the irony is I just was like, once he gets here, I got to go through. Like, I don't know what's going to happen because you're in the house. Now I was at 14 and okay, ninth grade, you were 14. I was not needing to be in the house with no 18. Like, I just knew the whole thing was said, don't let him over here. You would not be in control.
because how you gonna get them to go home?
Here.
Like, and they're
It's
bigger,
like, don't
they're
nobody want you
stronger.
over here. Like, why are you? Like, I hate that. Like,
He
why
ain't
are
never
you
called me again, and I didn't shed a tear. Okay, I guess he must have told. He probably told the rest of the football team, man, she ain't trying to do shit. But my little hoe ass friends over there, I didn't even know they was doing all that because see, hoes tend to run in packs, but they won't tell you what they doing. It's kind of like geekers and stuff. Like you be the only one that we're sitting here having a chilling. Everybody else going back and forth to the bathroom, snorting up, getting geeked the fuck up. You not even paying attention. It wasn't until later till I realized, oh, all y'all on cocaine. I'm the only one seeing him. I ain't know what that people was doing. Like by the time I figured it out, I was like, oh, that's why y'all keep going to the bathroom. I was wondering why you need your friend with you to go at a house party. Like, let's go to the bathroom, back and forth, and you just coming out looking strange and doing all this extra stuff. But I figured it out. I real quick. I ain't judging nobody. Look, do your thing. Look, I ain't judging nobody. Do your thing. I'm just saying we was too young. There was exactly. You don't know what you your brain hasn't developed at a certain point. You shouldn't be dabbling in stuff like that when you're very young. You know what I'm saying? You can end up messing up your whole brain function. You're not, because I know people who have from the entertainment industry and hip hop and stuff, they would do things and go on like be a regular person. Then there's other people. I'm like, she took I took her out. I'm like, what happened? Now when you get on, how you go to rehab? Well, you remember we went to that part. I'm like, yeah, but I don't remember you doing that. When did you walk off and do that? You see what I'm saying? So I don't be responsible for myself, but I always end up. I'm like, I can't. Just why I'm like going out with you girls. What y'all don't know how to act? You end up, doing.
That's why it's like even though I consider myself a late bloomer, like I'm not mad at it. I'm really not, because it's like I could have ended up like some of y'all out here, and some of y'all out here looking rough.
And then what else? I wasn't mad at it either, because I feel like the girls in high school that had the shape that all the boys wanted or whatever, like they never got a moment's peace. It was always some dude in their face all of the time talking, just all of the time. Now, like that would have got on my nerve.
I kind of sort of deal with that now, but it's like I know how to weed through the bullshit and stuff like that. So now I can just be like, look at my face.
Right. You have to be mean. If you're attractive, at some point you're gonna have to be mean. You're gonna have to be bitchy, because there's nothing worse than an attractive, overly friendly woman. Because like that means she's don't say no to nothing.
Right. And it's like, and then the bad thing is, it's like you don't be wanting to be mean, but it's just like, why I got to damn near cuss you out to get you to leave me alone?
Right.
Because they don't just take no and leave it at that. Like what? Why? Why can't I just tell you, no, like, why I got to damn near burn your house down or set your car on fire to get you to leave me
It's kind
alone?
of like, I think what Topaz is saying is like the attractive girls, you have to be what I use the word surly. You got to be kind of like feisty, surly, kind of like
Hmm.
not hard to deal with, but just kind of surly. Like you can't just be like yes sir and be a beautiful. Like you just can't be like it takes away your attractiveness. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
men like to hunt. Although I was told I was a huntress. I mean, I don't know. I might do be. I don't know. But it says you a whole
I've
huntress
been,
out here. I'm like,
I've,
you know what? I
I've
don't
been
know. There
told,
might be some truth to that.
I've
But
been told I'm a man eater.
Wow.
oh, here she comes. Watch out
Yeah,
for
no,
she.
like they didn't give me no colorful adjectives. I
One
got
of
the
my,
oldest.
I
She's a
have a
man
friend, and
eater.
she was like, you do give kind of like man eater vibes, and I was like, I don't be doing nothing.
At least y'all got some colorful adjectives. I only just got like, oh, she just being a bitch. Yeah, all right. Like I ain't get all these colorful adjectives like man eater and all
But it's
of
like,
that.
but like,
The
no, like
niggas was
I
unimaginative
don't want to
as
be,
hell.
I don't want to be seen as a man eater though. Like I just like if I want you to leave me alone, I just want you to leave me alone. Like I don't want to be seen as a man eater. Like I just want you to leave me alone. Why I gotta be all that?
Yeah, because it hurts their feelings. They walk over and they really truly feel like you was supposed to say yeah. Because in their mind, right, they felt like you was gonna be like, you know what? I wasn't going to until you said that. Yeah,
But
all
my
right,
thing is
cool.
like
Yeah,
they're probably not as great as they would like to think that they are. Because if like you're coming over trying to talk to me, but then like you looking like bounce that ass or something like that, like I don't want you.
our breath stank like nigga.
Yeah,
How
you
much
look
time
like
did you?
bounce that ass.
I'm
Your
offended.
breath smell like bounce that ass. Like no, like nobody has to sit there and deal with that. Like
At this point, I'm offended now. Like you didn't put no thought into this. You felt like I was just gonna be going
right,
anyway.
like
Like I
you
just
just
hang
came
out
over
with
here
people who breath
like
stank. No,
you just came over here any old kind of way and thought
yeah,
that
you
this
just
was
threw
about to
this
be
together.
okay. Like at least like if you're going to approach me, at least be presentable. You
Right.
know, like you just look like you just rolled out of bed and went on about your life.
That's not
Yeah,
when they
like,
do
oh,
that.
she'll take this. I took it personal. I was like, oh, so you thought I was gonna be cool with that? Like, do I have a whole bunch of friends who breath stink? Do you see me just talking to people who breath stink all the time? Like,
Like do
is
you
this
see
a
my
thing? Like,
do you
where did you
smell
get
my
this
breath
idea that you
stink?
still be successful?
Yeah, it's like, do you smell my breath stink? Like
I
look, I
smell
have
Every
you
time I brush
toothbrush.
my
monkey.
teeth, you
Like
need to be
look,
brushing yours.
right, I have toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, and floss, okay?
And if I
And
have
I
to
go
be
to
the
my
one to
dentist.
offer it, like why you don't have some in your pocket just for this case? If I have to be the one to offer it to you, I'm gonna feel some type of way because I can see the relationship where I'm just gonna be like, "Did you bathe today?" Like I'm not gonna do all of that. I'm not gonna
Right,
do all that at all.
I
your
got a
hygiene
question. What
practices should
about
have
what
been
about
established.
I got a question, y'all. What about that really, really cute guy? And you was kind of feeling him, and you was like him. Y'all was having a great conversation. Then all of a sudden, you realize when he reached over or something, and you smell his musty armpit, and you just after that, it was like, oh my God, why you had to be musty? I was just about to release like
It's
Y'all,
like,
from
oh no.
my head,
hold on.
and you
Y'all keep going. I'm gonna
musty.
find that meme.
I can't
Uh,
undo musty. I feel some type of way because like you smell yourself before anybody else does. So how you gonna be
That's
like once?
what I'm saying. Like, oh God, that is so unacceptable. Like, sir, did you wash your ass this morning before you came to wherever it is that you are?
$25.
What was it?
hold on. I'm
Because
gonna
it's like,
find.
and I feel like you should just have some sort of pride in yourself. It's like if you're not taking care of yourself, like I'm not expecting you to be able to take care of me.
We'll look for it. Well, I'm gonna give you mine. Okay, go look under the bed because you was doing a lot with that splinter in your hand.
Oh yeah, Beach over there performing surgery.
Okay,
Right,
I was like, I
Beach is
got
over there
this. I
on
thought she
mommy
was like,
duty.
I was like, girl, I had to get the splinter
Look,
out clean because I
I
was a
remember one
tomboy,
time. I
climbing
remember one time I got
trees,
a splinter, and I told my mom I had to
and
go to the hospital. She was like, "Girl, bye."
I was climbing trees and doing a lot of tomboy stuff because there wasn't many girls on our street I grew up on. So it was you were going to get a splinter. And my mama showed me one time. She was like, "I'm not gonna keep doing this." So I figured I've been getting, it's easy. I was like, "I got this, baby." She was looking like, "Oh," I was like, "No, I just need a little needle to break the little skin right here because this one's small. I can't push it up." babe, I got this one out in like 3.5 seconds. It was nothing, but when you racing, see, it's not like that now. These electronics had to keep in the house, but I was racing and doing cartwheels down the,
Yeah.
road.
I remember. I tell
y'all
you, I
don't
remember.
laugh at me.
I
I
got a
had
splinter
y'all remember
one
the 10
time.
speed bike with the 2 seats on it? I had that bike. That's
Yeah.
the 2-seater 10 speed.
Hold on, B. You asked the question, right? You asked me what I would do if I had a cute dude and we was vibing and he reach over and he all of a sudden
Exactly that. Exactly
yeah.
that.
Hold on, look.
Just grab your purse and go on about
That's
your
what I'm gonna
business.
do.
Because, like Beach said, like you smell yourself before anybody else smells you, and the fact that you thought it was okay to approach me like that is unacceptable.
Yeah, because and see, here's the thing: you smelled yourself, and then you are not gonna be courteous and just hold your arms like this all day. No, you reaching over people to get stuff. You feel comfortable.
Right.
You
Offending my
feeling like this is
senses and
okay to
stuff.
do. No, you need to
Right.
ask somebody to hand you something like deodorant, and then
Right.
whatever it
Like
is you reaching for.
right, you out here offending my senses and burning my nose hairs and carrying on like, sir, no, that is unacceptable.
And I can't be with him no more anyway because like you're not gonna get in my car. I'm not gonna get in your car. Because then like that just kind of like sits on you on your clothes.
I was about to say it's probably one of those smells that lingers too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, and then I feel like, you start from the top down. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I just think, but even if I try, I can't ignore no musty armpits. And man must is a little bit like we don't really get musty. I don't be musty at all. I'm just saying. So I'm thinking like if your pit smell like this, then I can only imagine like, oh my gosh, and I'm not with the dirty D's. I just can't. Don't come around me with no dirty D. I'm sorry, you didn't have time. You knew you was going. I just feel like if you were going out, you shouldn't have put no clothes on. You should have showered. I mean, who just put some clothes on and go out? You should have showered, scrubbed, got yourself real so fresh and so clean. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you should have did all that type of stuff, and you didn't. You just threw on a clean shirt with your partners and didn't realize, you had a little must there because you didn't, put in a little deodorant ain't supposed to last. You just can't keep putting it on. So that tells me you either skipping baths. It just tells me a lot about your character if you musty. I'm sorry. It just does. And I'm going to judge
the worst thing is when somebody musty in the wintertime. It's cold. You ain't sweating. How?
You right, because I could skip deodorant in the wintertime and like just forgot and I'd be okay. You are so right.
Like I don't get that. Nowadays, cars and in the South, every building has central air and heat. So I know you done been froze to death in some building too. And then like if I'm sitting at the bar with this dude, I know it's cold in there. So
yep, the bar
where you doing all this extreme sweating at? So I don't know. That to me, like there had to have been a while. Like, and I know like he's probably only there because everybody else been like, look, you gotta go. Like everybody else kicked him out of everything else. So he's just sitting at the bar, now trying to be on a date because nobody else wants to be around him because he stank. Like, that's not cute. Don't do that. I just feel like, why? Yeah, cool, Jen. Exactly. I don't understand it. How are you sweating this much? Like, what do you have? It has to be something else. If you got these clothes out the dirty basket or something, like, I'm not going to believe it. I just can't. I don't understand it. All right. Oh, beach. Okay. So the whole point how we got on this topic, right? So, there was this meme going around where the lady was like, I want somebody to pay all of my bills and not ask me for sex, right? And I feel like this was an upstanding young lady. This was a lady that was keeping, her body together and she wasn't just letting anybody hit it. Like it take a lot, So I feel like she had the right idea. I feel like she was right in line with none mode. And I don't understand what all the pushback is. So like, why do men feel like it has to be mandatory? Because if it's mandatory, then I'm going to resent you because that means I don't get a say so. Why can't I just offer it to you when I feel like, yes, the vibe is together? Why you got to be like making requirements? I don't like that.
Because some of them probably know they wouldn't be getting any otherwise.
True. So they got to go ahead and like, hey, just so you know,
gotta get it how you live.
Look, yeah, see that you know what? They don't be drinking enough water, right? And then like that sour smell. Oh no, no. So they don't drink enough water. Like their diet is horrible, lots of vinegar stuff in it.
Right. Don't do wake up drinking Bud Light and carrying on. Like, no, sir. No, no, no.
Smoking a pack
Look,
of Black and Mounds a day.
Drinking
and here's the thing:
Hennessy.
if you don't smoke, you just need to understand that you need to make sure that your mouth is back together. Like everybody got their vice. But whatever your vice is, because here's another thing: people that
Right, and
drink
I
a
get
whole lot
that.
of alcohol,
Yeah.
if they ain't brushing their teeth, that stink too.
I had one dude, he used to smoke, and I was like, look, I ain't got no problem with you smoking, but you're going to have to brush your teeth and don't kiss me after you smoke. Whichever one. Take your pick.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's at least an option. At least you got an option. Oh no, mm-mm. And it like just and then men with their feet. I do not like that. I don't understand. Like you can't bring those shoes in my house. Why do your feet smell like this? And you already have on socks too. Like what is that? I have been like I've declined phone numbers if this dude got stank feet. I just can't do it. Like why? You have on shoes and socks. Why? How even? So just
I can't
no.
even remember, I can't even remember the last time my feet have been stank. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you.
Yeah,
How do
I
your
feel
feet?
you.
Because that's the
I
first thing that the water touches. If you bathe, then that's the first thing.
right, absolutely.
I don't.
There will be no passes on hygiene. I'm not giving you. I don't care
No,
if you're not getting a pass on hygiene. I'm sorry. Find another chick that'll love you. I don't care. I
Right.
am.
And I feel
I
like
don't.
it should be a requirement. It should be a requirement because women have a lot of pressure on how we
yeah,
and our
it's too much
bodies
at
look and
stake.
stuff like that. But then
It's
they
too
sit
much
there
at
like
stake.
men.
If a dude don't wash good enough, it's too much that happens to us. He just go around and
Right.
stink. But then we
Right.
get a lot of
Like,
shit.
and
Now
then
we
we have so
over
many.
here messed up. Right. And you're gonna
Right,
have
and
me
we
messed.
have so
My pH
and we
balance is
have so
straight.
many
And
standards and
my pH
requirements for
balance.
us, and it's just like men think they just get to walk around here looking like fat sloppy bastards, and it's like, no, you don't get to do that.
Yeah, look, let me tell you, I don't like. First of all, we're gonna get the cool jig comment. I don't like when men have those little deodorant balls underneath their arm. That's not cute. I don't care. I
Ew.
hate that. Like if you ever have watched men play basketball, like it just clumps up. No, you could at least trim this. You ain't got to be smooth underneath your arms. I get it. That may be a girl thing. But you could at least trim it such that it's not catching deodorant balls. That's not cute.
Right, like we ain't saying you got to go get a full Brazilian slash body wax or nothing like that, but at least keep it
Uh-oh.
trimmed and like your body just out here looking like the Forbidden Forest on Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
no.
like I don't want to do all that. Hey, she, welcome to the panel. But look, okay, so Cool just said
Hey,
one day a woman
hey, I'm
walked
listening.
past him.
I'm finna go on
Huh?
mute. I'm listening. I had somebody calling
Okay,
me, but I'm listening. I'm still here. Okay.
okay. So Coochin said one time a woman walked past him as he was going to the restroom. She smelled like a pile of cats in a dumpster. Ew, like how? How is that possible? Hey, she, welcome to the panel.
Ew, that's disgusting. Like,
Hey,
oh, how recent was this? Because it's just like, girl, you can't be walking past people with no Thundercat now. Come on.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, that is not cute. It ain't supposed to be beaconing, to other worlds and other people
Right.
while you sitting somewhere. And this was obviously out in public, so I'm trying to figure out how.
Like, no, like, right. It's just like, I have never had that happen, but even if I did, like, look, the first thing I'm going to do is get in my doctor's office and get in them damn stirrups and figure out what the hell going on.
Exactly. I need answers. Look,
Like,
Emmanuel, he said
like,
y'all like
no,
a little
I
man's
don't
cake. Yeah,
even,
a
I
little.
don't
He
get,
ain't gotta do everything, but like I just come on, man. Like
yeah, like you ain't got to be like fully waxed or anything like that, but it's just like, girl, just a little bit of manscaping, like I don't want you like, look, okay, I shouldn't be able to put your hair in a ponytail. Let's say that.
I'm not going to.
you don't like
So you gotta
you don't
go.
like Busch Gardens?
Hey,
You don't
hey,
like Busch
she,
Gardens?
what made you pop up?
Uh-oh.
Y'all, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now.
I say you don't like Busch Gardens.
No.
No.
Nah, yeah. Hey, when it comes to men, I can't say for all, but we like to keep ourselves fit to a certain degree. As my weight started to increase a little bit, I started doing more exercising, doing better things to help myself out. I'm not finna be sitting up here just let it go too far. And once you tip that scale, sometimes it's hard to come back.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like, just no. First of all, here's another thing. Like, if you there's stuff that collects on your skin when you go outside. Okay, you have to get all of that off because if you don't, it's going to stay on you. And then there's like this bacteria. I'm not in the medical field, but there's a bacteria that happens on your skin when you don't bathe and shower and scrape it off soon enough.
Exfoliating is very, very important, people.
So like I don't know. Did you hear any of the? Did you hear our topic about why do men not like when women they have standards? Essentially, why y'all want all these easy women just walking around in the population, or did you have some
Girl,
stories
they
about?
want they want the easy women and then complain about them. Like nobody wants to hear this anymore.
No, that's them trash dudes. I'm not finna get no easy girl I can just, knock down and stuff like that. I want a woman with some type of intellect. My wife, she's sitting right next to me. I'm not finna be kicking it with no dummy. If you
Right.
don't know what 2 plus 2 is, then we got a problem. You can be good in the bed and don't know what 2 plus 2 is. That's definitely a
Anybody that
problem for
don't know
me.
what 2 plus 2 is, that's just a quitting spirit, because like you learn that in like what first grade. So that means you just gave up like a long time ago. You just got this
I
earth.
learned it in kindergarten.
Damn.
Yeah, like that's just a quitting spirit. This gonna be a person that just quits everything in life.
Right, like you just gave
Leave
up on
you
life.
and
Like
yourself.
you done just gave up on life.
Yeah, like I'm sorry. Like I know that was just an example, but that I mean it does kind of play into other stuff too. Oh, okay, that's yeah, a staph infection. That shit is gross. So
Ew, like I
here's
used
my
to work
thing.
at
Like I
Sonic
know that
and this
was just
one
an
lady,
example, but other
I used to
stuff,
work at
like certain people who don't know certain stuff is just, like it's the basic. That's why we have to go through 12th grade. After 12th grade, you can do whatever you want to because it's like the basic things that you need for adulthood. Hell, like if you can even make it to ninth grade, you at least got a basic foundation. So, some of these chicks, when they don't know certain stuff, I'm like, when
yeah,
did
like
you
I literally know people who don't know how to cook or do laundry, and I'm like, how?
Now you know what? Now I'm a bit of self disclosure. I was a kid that didn't have chores growing up, right? I was always in some academic stuff, so I didn't have chores. I didn't know how to cook or do laundry when I went away to college, but I learned. I figured it out. I wasn't gonna just live my whole life not knowing how to do it. That just don't make sense to me. And then look, Cool Jet 87 popped up. And then prime time's coming. I wouldn't say we want easy women. We just want women to be more straightforward and not act like they're good girls when they aren't. Yeah, see,
Well, prime
okay, so
time,
at least you make
it's
a
all
distinction.
none mode up here. It's everybody's
Yeah,
none mode up
this,
here.
this is
So
3 members of hashtag none mode. Okay, we wouldn't know nothing about that primetime VA. We don't understand that. We don't associate with those people. But you're right. At least you're making a distinction. If you're gonna be straightforward, here's the thing: that woman in the meme was being straightforward. She said what she wanted, and she looked pretty young too. So I would say that she is, in fact, a real good girl because she's going against the grain of her entire generation. Okay, everybody else her age is just handing it out like Tic Tacs. So, listen, Emmanuel says, you want the good girl, you're just afraid to ask her for too much freakiness and for her to be offended by it. No, here's the thing. If you get the good girl, you got to understand it comes with a lack of experience. So you might have to just like, suggest stuff. She's not going to know off top. You can't want the good girl to just happen to know everything. And look, so Triple X that made it back in here. I'm on my capping shit. No, I'm not capping. I got a question today, Triple X. Okay, it's just a question, and you need to stop acting like that. You need to stop typing that. All right. And then he says there are no good girls. Okay, but there are good women.
well, I mean, the good girl can be freaky too. Like you just gotta work for it. Like, okay, you don't get my level 10 freak on the first night. Like, who do you think you are, sir?
Right. Hey, Rollo, you ready for later today? Because we got an interview.
Oh,
Uh
that's
oh.
Charlo.
Yeah, that's Rollo. His first channel gone, so this is new channel.
I didn't know about the first channel.
Oh, there you go, Triple X. Come on up here and start capping because Triple Cap is in the building today. So but here's the thing. So in terms of good, I would say not good or bad because that's like a value judgment, right? How about reputable and respectful girls
Right.
or women? See, not capping. And yes, Beach, there are good girls. Okay, yeah, but we don't have to use the word good, right? You know, we can say respectful, respectable.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, like, you have to keep it going even when dudes try you, because men will definitely try you. Okay, because it's
Yes.
like it was this dude, like the dude I was saying that my friends convinced me to, go on a date with them or whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll let you take me out. So, like, first of all, he not only did he not show up to the damn date, but then like he didn't call me until like I think it was like 2 weeks later and was expecting us to still go out on a damn date. And I was like, the fuck? And he was like, well, my bad. I went to sleep. And then I got pissed off because I'm just like, look at you, hoe ass nigga. Okay, don't be coming over here telling me just any old kind of thing. I was like,
Mhm.
you don't get to just come. And it was like, it's not even like you called, like you went to sleep, but then you called me the next day to see if we could reschedule or something like that. You waited 2 whole fucking weeks. So
Stupid.
first of all,
Like,
you don't even respect me and my time. Like me and you ain't got nothing else to talk about. I'm good on you.
Hey, Khadijah, he had the first
What?
COVID case, so he had to wait 2 weeks before he can contact you.
I don't give a damn what he had. I don't give a damn what he had. He might as well had went on ahead and checked into the hospital or something like that. Because unless you can show a damn doctor's note, sir, you're fired.
Look,
that's what I said.
wait a minute.
If you have not been in a coma, if you can't show me you were in a coma in the
Right.
medical report, then you have no. I'm not giving you no pass. So I don't even know why you're calling because I'm not even picking up.
Hey, wait a
Right.
minute.
I'm gonna
Wait,
intentionally.
wait.
You know how you hit the end button on them on purpose, like let it ring and then hit the end button just to piss me off. I'm
Yeah,
that
like
chick.
yeah, you don't
Okay,
let it you let it ring so they know, and then you hit the. But look, this is
hit the
my
end
issue
like
with that, right?
decline.
My issue with that is like, okay, so first of all, it's a turnoff. I'm not even interested anymore. So you ain't gotta call. Like if I get like stood up or no explanation or whatever, I don't even really care what the excuse is. It doesn't even matter because now I'm hoping you don't call because now I gotta sit through
Yeah.
this dumbass explanation that probably gonna be
Right.
stupid, and then I gotta still say no. So like, just
Right.
no.
And because
And
my
then
thing is like, I get things happen, but I'm like, that is so fucking disrespectful. Like, how dare you sit here and harass me this whole damn time about going on a date, and then when I finally say yes, like you don't even come to the date, and then on top of all of that, you take 2 fucking weeks to respond. Like, boy,
right.
bye. Like, why are
Now
you
hold
like?
on, I'm
Why do
gonna
you
read.
still have my number?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna read these two comments, and then we're gonna welcome Triple X to the panel. Cool Jen say he gonna come back when he restart his computer. So Primetime said, "Yeah, can't be acting holy, and then a week later hit me with the two-handed twist combo. Why not? Maybe she heard it. Maybe she was watching YouTube and saw somebody type it and was like, oh, I'm gonna just try the two-handed twist combo. It don't always have to be
Right. Like, it's not like she did so. Maybe,
yeah,
maybe she watched Big Booty Holes Volume 6 or something like that, and then she just like
like
learning.
maybe her friends told her about it. Y'all need to stop acting like this. And then Darlo, but my battery died. So you ain't run across no charger. You ain't run across no charger at all. And
No, no.
how many people let their battery die? Like you always have
Like
a
nigga,
car charger or something
I
near
don't
you.
even give a
Stop
damn
it.
that we living in 2000s. You better go find you a payphone or something.
And you know what? Ain't no payphones. I have yet to see a payphone in like a long time. The places where they used to be at, it's just a little thing there.
Yeah,
I
it's
ain't
just a little box now.
crazy.
You better send a carrier pigeon. You better do whatever you need to do to get in contact with me, because otherwise I
Smoke
don't want to talk
signal.
to you. Smoke signal. You better send a SOS. You better use some Morse code. You better do something.
Right now, this is the last one. Then we're gonna let Triple X in. Emmanuel Briggs said, "So I can't handcuff you, tie you to the bed, and pull your hair on the second month of the relationship." First of all, that sounds like abuse, Emmanuel. You know, you need to work out your anger issues. Why are you so
I
angry?
wouldn't say that's abuse, but maybe on the third month,
Maybe
man.
it is.
Now, from what I've heard,
Yeah, but
like
I was told. I was told. Okay, Triple X. What made you want to come up here and triple cap diamond? What you got?
Oh, okay. I'm just surprised Topaz moused up for a little bit so I can get in.
No, whatever.
Joking. Well, thank you
Mhm.
for having me on the panel. If I'm hearing this correctly, Lady Nunmo there says that a gentleman calling 2 weeks afterwards would not work, correct? And my understanding of that is, I got a question. Did you guys exchange numbers, or did you just give him your number?
We had known each other since we were in high school, so it's like an exchange, not high school, but college. So we exchanged numbers.
Okay.
But then like this, but even then, this was like years down the road. So
it's just out of the blue or something? You said, I was kind of confused because you said it was 2 weeks later. Y'all ran into each other, and then 2 weeks later he hit you up, or what was it?
No, so like, okay, so like we exchanged numbers in school, and then like we had been talking on and off and stuff like that, and so finally I just decided to go ahead and be off. So like a few years later, like he hit me up and he was wanting to take me out on a date or whatever, and I was just like, no, I'm not really interested or anything, because I was just like not in the mood. And so he kept asking and stuff like that, and so like one of my friends finally convinced me to say yes. Why I let them do that, I don't know. But like they finally convinced me to just like go and see like whatever happens or whatever. And that happened. And I was like, see, I should have sat there and ate my food. But like the 2 weeks was after like the day we were supposed to go on the date. And then he hit me up 2 weeks later talking about he went to sleep.
Oh, he stood you up basically. I got you.
Yes. He stood me up and then didn't. I
misunderstood. I didn't catch all of it. I got you.
Oh no, yeah. He stood me up and then didn't text me or call me or anything for like 2 weeks, and I'm just like, look, and I was just like, I wouldn't disrespect anybody else's time like that, so don't disrespect my time, please don't.
Yeah, that's crazy. I see where you're coming from on that. Hey, one sec, I need to grab something at the door. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
You got an Amazon package?
Yeah, because that's the only person that deliver on Sunday, let alone Easter.
Girl, Amazon be flying through here about to run your ass over. I'm like, okay, Amazon about to have my name on it in a minute. Y'all better be careful.
Oh yeah, because I'm super suing. Like I'm going to find whoever is
shut
playing
up, Darth.
Darth, shut up. Darth Lowe be doing the most in these chats. I don't understand why he has to be this person. But
between him and Ed, I cannot. I
remember him and Ed. Omega Dread. So Omega Dread is always having some story that ends with him fighting for his life. Ed always got something crazy.
No, like Topaz, you were on the panel talking one time, and I forgot what you were saying, but you were giving like one of your speeches, and then Ed was like, "Dang, did you even take a breath?"
Yeah, no. That's Ed the Unchained has been on me, on my head, and I don't know what I did to him, but he told me that I'm probably bleeding Kool-Aid. He called me the ghetto auntie does politics. He said my knees sound like a shootout. I'm like, I don't you, Ed. I don't know why you have to be like this.
And Topaz on Platinum's last week. I didn't even hear you breathe for like 2 hours straight.
Oh yeah, Platinum keep me up.
yeah, you wouldn't ease up on the guy. You wouldn't ease up. What happened? Like, maybe I didn't see all of it, but you was just.
Man, okay, no, see, because like, okay, so I gotta say, like, Platinum is hilarious to me. I like his reactions and like when he be overly enunciating words. So I just be saying stuff and keep going and pushing him until he finally, hey, all right, hold up. Hey, oh, stop it. So I be doing stuff, and I guess he had finally had enough. He kicked my ass out.
That was crazy. I wasn't even on the I was just watching it. I just was like, damn.
I got too focused in troll mode. I was just having way too much fun, just messing with Platinum because like his reaction.
No, like
hilarious.
Trolling is fun. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Trolling is fun, and some people's reactions are just like this, just like the icing on the cake. And it's like, why are you trolling me? And it's just like I just want your reaction at this point because it's just
it literally lights my day up. Okay, I bother people for my own personal amusement. I'm sorry.
Right. It's like, do you have to be like this? It's like, yes, I do.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I wasn't doing nothing else.
Right. Wow. Like, I'm sitting over here at work.
Wow. That's great. And to answer the question that was being said earlier, I mean, ultimately, men will want, agreeable women. You know what I'm saying? So, that's first and foremost. Oh, what's up, Mario? I see you, man. What's up, Mario? You all right? Peace to you. men want agreeable women first above all. They can get an attractive woman and an agreeable woman. That's really all they want, you know.
Mhm.
Ultimately, that seems to evade most men.
Yeah, so then they get on here, they be all angry. And I get that, but listen, okay, so she can't be agreeable when y'all first meet her though. Because then that's when y'all start thinking that, oh, she do this for everybody.
Wait a minute, Topaz. I will push back on that though. You know why? Because she has to be agreeable to a point that makes a guy wants to makes it worth his time of dealing with this girl. Like a guy, I'm just saying, for example, like I mean, I'm not talking about a level of agreeable, like you like, okay, we just met 10 minutes ago. Hey, take off all your clothes. I'm not talking that, you know. I'm talking about you meet the girl, you invite her out, she agrees to it, you know, she ain't trying to change the location or whatever and all this other crazy stuff. She actually shows up to the date within a reasonable amount of time, and she continues to exhibit that behavior. That's the level of agreeableness we talking about, you know?
Yeah, okay, so Triple X, but you are being reasonable.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Go ahead, Topaz. Go ahead.
No, I was saying you're being reasonable though. That's reasonable. Okay. Yeah, she got to say yes to some stuff. I'm talking about when men go too far. Like the overall, see, because the men that come over here, I'm beginning to think that y'all are very rare. Okay, so y'all come over here, y'all be reasonable, but on the whole, when you look at like the bigger picture, it's a lot of men out there that's like, nah, I want her. Like I only want it if she willing to, like if she gotta see me before I see her, and then already be in the mind frame of ready to give it to me. And I'm like, okay, but then how you gonna know the difference if she did that with you or other people? Then the answer is we don't. Like, so okay, then are you gonna respect her? Well, I'll respect that she gave me some. Now, see, that's women don't want to be in that category.
Listen, listen. Let's take intimacy off the floor. You know, put it this way: if a woman is agreeing in every other way except intimacy, a dude will take that. He's gonna take that for a while, okay? Until it gets to that. You know, now is that woman agreeing in every other way minus intimacy? I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of women ain't.
Right. Well, I don't know because that's not like you know how them multiple choice answers would be like A, B, C, D, and then E, not enough information.
No. There's no need. Wait a minute. There's no need to overcomplicate it. Like if it's an attractive woman and the guy is interested in this woman, and he worked his salt and he's about anything. As long as he's hitting her up like let's do this, let's do that. As long as she is with that, he gonna mess with that for a minute before he just completely discarded based on the fact that intimacy ain't came into the play for a while. It's more to it than just that. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna happen anyway. You know what I'm saying? Any guy that know anything about anything gonna know that's gonna happen anyway at some point. I would rather have a girl I would rather take a girl I'm very, very attracted to, and she's cooperating heavy over anything intimate. If she cooperating everything else 100% and she's attractive, it's gonna get to that anyway. But it's gonna be rare just to get one that's gonna do the first two. You know?
Right. Now see that I can get behind.
Topaz, it don't generally happen like that because me and you both know the game. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, okay. And so here's the thing. Now, I can agree with what you're saying here, though, right? So, I know that there may not be a whole lot of women who are out there doing that because I do see women overall, they making all of these posts about like just dumb, petty shit that they doing just because they bored, I'm guessing, in a relationship. And so for me, I still don't think that's okay to do either. All right. So, I do want to say that what we're just dealing with here today, because we all three on this panel have gotten yelled at by men because you say no to something. Not that it's going to stop me or change my mind.
Let me ask you a question. What did you say no to?
Sleeping with this dude. Yeah.
Okay. On the intimacy tip, I will give y'all ladies that. I concede the floor. I give y'all that. Now, beyond that, have you, the dudes y'all messing with, have y'all been 100% cooperative on the other stuff or what?
Well, it depends. So, like, I'm gonna tell you another story that I had.
Yes is no question. Oh,
man, look, no, because here's the thing. So this is what, and this is probably gonna be my fault. I already know. So this guy, we were just talking on the phone for like a week, and he's like, "Okay, let's go out. What do you want to do?" And so I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. So he was like, "How about dinner and a movie?" And I was like, "Okay, cool, but can we not get Chinese food?" And he was like,
wait, stop the boat right there. We ain't leaving the dock. We about to hook the boat back up to the truck and get out of here. Stop right there.
Yeah, wait.
We ain't even going out on the water. Because wait a minute. This is one of my biggest caveats when it comes to dating women. The man picks it's his treat and his invite. You can simply agree to this plan or not. That's how that works.
He hadn't set a plan yet.
Whoever's doing the inviting, that's who got it. Like if a girl come up here and be like, hey, you know, this flying Italian restaurant, I want to invite you out. You know, whether that's my favorite Italian restaurant or not, that's her invite. I can't be like, hey, that's dope, but we should go over here and go get this Chinese or whatever. Damn that.
Okay, but see, Triple X, he hadn't said a plan yet. He just said food and a movie. I didn't say nothing about the movie. I asked for one thing, and it was a question. It was a request. Okay, and the reason for that is because I literally don't ever eat Chinese food. I hate it. It's the worst thing ever. And I wanted us to go someplace that we both like, right? And that was a request. So had he been like, hey, I want you to check out this Chinese food restaurant with me, I would have either said yes or no. But he hadn't said anything yet.
Okay. Oh, I got you. I misunderstood what you said. I thought you said he was like, let's go to the movie at this Chinese food restaurant.
No. He said dinner and a movie. He said dinner and a movie, and I said, okay, can we just not get Chinese food? Everything else is game, you know, just only that one thing.
Yeah. No, I guess. And what did he say? He said no to that, or
he was like, well, how about we go get Chinese food? And I was like,
oh, okay. So wait a minute. So he did say, let's go get Chinese food.
After I said, let's not get Chinese food, he said, yeah, let's get Chinese food.
Well, it's still his invite.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't
it's his date
somewhere that they can't eat. Like, that's kind of pointless.
Yeah, wait a minute. Now, I'm going to say this, too. If a woman has allergies or she's totally against that type of food for a reason, I mean, it can be somewhat understandable, but I done just seen crazy stuff where the whole date wants to be changed and all that. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, I don't be doing all of that. Now that's just extra. Like that's just that's just irritating and getting away. And I think about what I want somebody to do that to me. Like that's just annoying. Something is just bad social skills.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why. Well, let me tell you why I even said that, right? Because I had just at that moment I had just found out about MSG, right? Because this is my early 20s. And then I also don't really trust the meat there. You know, like I was hearing all of these bad stories. They had this documentary that I end up stupidly watching where they showed the dogs in like the plastic thing, like we have our ground meat in the plastic and the cellophane across the top. They were showing like dogs in a restaurant. So I was like, can we just please not get Chinese food? Like I just couldn't do it.
Okay. Oh, so you one of those? Okay, that what you just said reveals a lot. Okay.
One of what, Triple X? What I do now?
Oh man. You know. Okay. Yeah. What's up? Shout out Professor Black Ops in the chat too. I just seen his comment, man. What's up to you? I guess that seemed reasonable. You know, I misunderstood when you first said it. I thought you just tried to derail a date.
And, no, good. I mean, it seemed all right.
It's understandable.
Yeah, and I didn't want him to eat Chinese food either because I definitely would have been telling him the same thing. But he seemed reasonable when we were talking. But once I said, can we not get Chinese food? Because here's another thing. I hadn't disagreed with him on nothing before that. like when we were talking, I was like, okay, that sounds reasonable. Just like not causing a whole bunch of drama. So then when the one time I do say something, he's like, nah, we're gonna go do that. So at this point, I knew I should have just said no, but I went ahead. I was like, okay, fine, go. And so I went there and I got I got shrimp because I can identify it, and rice, like white rice too, not even fried rice. So then it's like that wasn't enough. Then he wanted to go have a picnic, and I'm like, geez, I didn't say nothing. I just
wait. Hold on. What woman don't like a picnic?
Not at night.
Oh, it was at night?
Oh no.
Yeah, after the dinner.
After
the movie.
Oh, okay. I thought it was another day, and you was like, "I'm straight on a picnic."
No. This is what he had planned for that day. And so here's my thing: is like at night, like I don't like his mosquitoes are out. It's Texas. Come on, man. Like, can we not? You go to the picnics and the parks in the daytime.
Wait a minute. How many days had
y'all
been on?
Part of town.
How many days had y'all been on?
This was the first date.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, that might have been a little much. I see where you're going with that. I give you that one.
You know what? And I wasn't even mad that he wanted to spend all of this time with me. It's just like I thought he was just doing stuff just to prove to me that I can never say no. Like I didn't like the attitude that was coming off at the date. So after that, I didn't call him no more, and he left all kind of voicemails. And guess what? He didn't even spend a whole bunch of money on the date. So don't even be like, oh well, you use that man for a dinner and a date. No, we was getting along on the phone, and then he just had this weird vibe and attitude on the date. I was like, no. Blessings, Mocha. Welcome.
I will say this: it would have been cool if you would have took one of the calls, told him he was a cool dude, but you wasn't really feeling it like that. That would have been cool though, Yeah,
well, I wasn't that evolved back then. I just was like, I was talking.
That's cool. I gotta pick up the phone.
What you say, Khadijah?
I said I feel like I'm not feeling you if I don't pick up the phone. Or you should get
Khadijah, it's a common courtesy as the man has put his effort and time into the date, and even if you did not like it, it's still a level of common courtesy or respect. But Topaz said that was in her younger years, so I'm not getting at her about it. You see what I'm saying?
Well, and this is another thing too. I kind of Beach. That's cool. Just come back, all right. So and this is another thing. Is like I just kind of felt like he was personally being petty. Like that's the attitude I didn't like. He was doing this like I think on purpose. So I felt like even if I did believe it was a common courtesy, you not a cool dude. I don't give a fuck about it if you mad at me. And then the voicemails he was leaving, I was like, oh, I'm not answering this phone. This nigga. I'm glad I didn't let him pick me up in my house.
I feel like you get common courtesy when you're a respectable person, but if you're just being a dick,
like he was just being a dick. Look, no.
It sounded like he went too far. That ain't nothing that I never did, or hey, it ain't no big deal to me. I never would do anything like that. But it depends on every guy don't view themselves in that light or believe in themselves on that level. So they have to like that way. But me, hey, I tell them like, hey, I never can and never will. Hey, I'm just like, hey, you without me, like Michael Jackson without the Jackson 5, you'll never go flat.
Well, and you know what else, Triple X? And here's the other thing I wanted to bring up, right? So, one, I'm glad I didn't let him pick me up from my house, right? Like, so he didn't have to come and drive all out of the way or whatever. He just sounded like he was going through something. And then on the voicemails afterwards, cussing me out and telling me I'll never prosper and all of that. And I wanted to just say this, right? I know y'all know that I got a lot of dating history stories, but these are the people that didn't make it past the phone call or either didn't make it past the first date. The people I was in relationships with didn't act like this, all right? So there was some good times. I'm using the bad ones as an example. So there were some good times. There were some good men, right? I just haven't brought up any stories about them, because we be talking about problems.
Yeah. No, I get you. No, I don't. No, you just telling your dating experience and history. Like, no, I don't take it as a man bash or nothing. I mean, you don't come across
that dude is the reason why I appreciate good men. Could be worse. Y'all niggas could be out here acting like this dude. Oh no.
Yeah. Ultimately, like I say, you don't. you don't come across as a disagreeable woman, to be honest. I mean, you get your quirks and stuff, but we all do. You don't come across as a disagreeable woman. So, no, I'll say this. The main source of men's frustration with dating is non-agreeable women. But the thing is, Topaz, is these non-agreeable women agree to these dates.
Yeah, because they want to go out and get the food.
That is what causes the problem. Nothing wrong with being, if you don't like the guy, you shouldn't be agreeable to him. But don't agree to the date. Don't give the number up.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And hold on. What DJ Nav talking about?
He say, Lex up here capping. Yep, because Lex be capping. That's triple cap today.
hey, Nav throwing his shots. But no. But that's the main source of frustration. Well, one of the main sources is that women are agreeing to the dates and being unagreeable, and that's generally because they don't really like the guy or think that much of him, so they ain't gonna be agreeable, and that's how it goes.
And that's what I was talking about yesterday on For the Record, is because when you using a man just like to get out the house or just for food or whatever, they are going to be frustrated because you're wasting their time. You could have said no to the date. You could have said no to the man if you didn't like him. Like, why are you even wasting your own time? Why are you going out with a dude you don't even like? That don't make no sense to me.
Topaz, I think you know the answer to that as a woman. So that's not.
I get that, but it ain't worth it. It's not worth it for like food or trying to get a little bit of money. Like, it ain't worth it.
It's attention, and it's an ego boost to be able to have 5 or 6 guys on deck, and maybe I like one of those guys, and be able to do that. Hey, I got to get my channel going. I've been so busy with other stuff lately, but I got to get my channel going so I can break all that game down. Men need to understand and identify whether they are in a 1 position, 2 position, 3, or 4 position with a woman. As a man, you're in one of those positions as with a woman. She's put you in one of those boxes. There's no superlative guy that just transcends that box and he can't be put in the box. It ain't gonna happen. You're in one of those boxes.
See, Mocha ain't out here using men for food neither. I mean, she married now, but I can't see her doing that in the past neither. Like,
I didn't say all women not doing it, but a large amount are. I'm not saying all women do it,
Right. No, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Mario. Facts. The attention alone. Now, imagine having 10 guys, like I said before, some weeks back, a 6.5 could have 10 guys like nothing. And maybe she only really liked 2 of the guys. So the rest of those guys are in a 3 position, or 4. Really, they 3s, but they trying to work their way to be a 2. But 2 of them guys is already a 1. So hey, she only like 2 of the guys. So it's a tough out for a lot of men.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and then let's let Cool Gent get
to win.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna say this and then let's let Cool Gent get in real quick. So my thing with that is the reason why I don't do it. It has nothing to do with trying to be a goody two shoes and everything to do. I know y'all didn't say this. I'm saying other people have said it before. So the reason why I don't go on dinner dates with men I don't like is because if I don't like you, you are literally I get a aversive, visceral reaction. I don't want you touching me. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to talk to you if I don't like you. So I just can't bring myself. For me, it's not worth it. One meal and attention ain't worth it. I don't want to. I don't want to talk to you. I want you to go on a date with somebody else and away from me. So I just can't do it. I know there are women out there doing it, but that's the reason why I can't, because it's really, really irritating to have to be around somebody I don't like.
Yeah.
So we got Cool Gent, and then we're going to let Naf come in.
What's up, Lady Topaz? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Hey, Cool Gent.
Man. Yeah, I'm going to be here long, but I'm going to sit back and watch, though, because this is really good. I think that, this whole culture is really jacked up with the relationships, which I started to think that relationships are starting to become obsolete in the society now because nobody values anything, good no more. I mean, imperfect good. You know what I'm saying? Because none of us are perfect, but it's just that when you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to keep continuously getting the same results and stuff. Now we got a generation of like dudes ain't ish or these females ain't ish. I mean, it's just a repetitive circle now. So what we have to do is that we got to break this cycle by start looking in the mirror within ourselves, though, before we get into a relationship and pass it on like to the next person we're gonna be with, because we can ruin our own blessings by doing that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Because you out there lying. You putting out lying in the air.
Yeah, and this is the thing that pissed me off too, you know what I'm saying? Me and Say's though with the so-called dating coaches and stuff like that, you gotta be careful who you listen to out here, because I see a lot of them, they're leading men into the wrong direction. Some of the female dating coaches too, but you got to use your own head and use discernment. You know what I'm saying? Learn from the right people, because who you learn from makes all the difference in the world. And I say that all the time.
Mm-hmm. You do. If y'all watch Cool Gent channel, he is really posting scriptures. He's talking to y'all about the Lord, getting you a better relationship with him. And I'm not even trolling. I know I'm in my troll voice, but no, for real. Like, it's a good channel. Him and Spiritual Hope do a great job with that.
It's the truth. So I mean, it just starts with us, you know what I'm saying? Because we got the younger generation coming up, younger boys and the younger, girls coming up and stuff. So when we get older, do we want them to have dysfunctional relationships like we do, like, in our past and stuff like that? I'm not saying everybody did, but you have to look at it from a different standpoint. So that's all I was pretty much saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, go ahead. Okay, so let's hear from DJ Nav. You came up on the panel. What brought you up?
Because I heard y'all was talking shit and Lex was like, needed some help. And then you got...
Really?
Wait, I know that's Khadijah over here. She be changing her name and shit. Hold on.
None mode.
Oh, was she
yes,
muted?
It's me. Can I help you, sir?
No, I don't want no smoke. No, I was just curious about the topic. You come up with creative topics. Black male celebrity edition. Would you rather? And I missed part of it because I was fucking around with Fantastic. So I'm trying to see where we're going with this, because you be starting some stuff. So
we hadn't gotten to that point yet. I'm glad you brought that up.
See, listen, this is what I do, baby. This is what I do.
Okay, so in the spirit of that, right? You are absolutely right. So let's get to the meat of this. So we got Quavo, we got Chet Hanks, and who else has been getting in some trouble with women lately? The celebrity edition. So now,
I just saw the video.
Yeah, Derek Jackson. Out of these three, right?
I said Southside, not Derek Jackson, but
I don't know who Southside is. Who is that?
Oh, I just saw this earlier. I guess it's from a couple of days ago, but I guess he's dating one of the city girls, and there was a whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. So they got into it, and then him and his pops had a whole Kirk Franklin father-son situation. Like, I can't stand this culture reality stuff, but we got to talk about it because it's still, to O'Shea's credit, these are our peoples. I don't claim all these niggas, but anyway, I digress.
No, and you know what? And today, me and Khadijah was going to bring up like the fact that we ain't black no more. We golden. We not with these bitches. We gonna be a whole nother subculture. Like people gonna look at us and be like, "So are you black? Are you?" No, I'm golden. It's a whole race with now. We're gonna do it. Mode. Yep, dash number. Yeah, because we tired. We tired of y'all, right? Who had crickets? Whatever. So here's the thing. So they do. Look, we gotta keep pushing though, Khadijah. We can't let that stop us. So
y'all had some haterade this morning when y'all woke up.
So here's the thing. So with Quavo, this is like he's rich and all of this, but if he buys you stuff, he's gonna take it back. There's Chet Hanks, who apparently wants to purchase people and then get mad when they find out that the money's coming from his dad or whatever that argument was about with him and his woman. So we got Quavo and them in the elevator. Like, black men need to stay away from elevators, right? Then we got Derek Jackson, right? So he's pandering to you, but he's gonna cheat on you. So like if these were the only type of black men out there, I was just gonna play a shot game with the women and ask them, like, if you had to pick one, would you rather? Who would you pick to ride out on?
I'd just be single. I'd just be single.
No, Khadijah, you cannot. That's not an option. You got to pick one. Because if you don't, the world is going to end. If you don't pick one, the world is going to end. So you have to.
It was nice knowing y'all.
What we going to do about future generations, Khadijah? What about the kids, Khadijah?
I don't
Fuck them kids.
See, I already knew your answer. I knew you was going to say that. Okay, so that was the whole point. And then we also talked about this meme I saw where it was a lady that said, I want a man to take care of me without asking me for sex. And so the men on YouTube have, and even on Instagram, they have not been very happy with this. They've been acting up. And my question is, why do y'all want women to just be so excited about having sex? If that makes you a bad woman, then, you know.
Are you for real? You for real?
It's a conversation, DJ. Now.
Oh, because like, yeah, all right. So we're not making it personal. I'm like, hold up.
Like, you about to go in.
I mean, let's talk about it. If we know, right?
Yeah.
A dude asked you out, and it's 3 of us now on the panel, right? Hey, listen, you know what you got going on this weekend? You know, I want to spend some time with you. Let me take you out. Obviously, there's a level of sexual attraction, interest there, right? So what are we talking about? You want somebody to take care of you without wanting to have, like, that's just not realistic. Like, where does that exist in any community? It doesn't. Like, dudes want to smash. Like, you know, like, I'm not saying that's the only thing that they want, but initially, when it's like, damn, like, I like her smile, or I like her eyes, or whatever it is, niggas like that ass and the titties and all the other stuff. Like, I'd be like, damn, she funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? I just smashed the chick because I thought she had pretty feet. Like, the shit, I'm like, damn, like, yo, her feet be, oh, I want to see them joints up on my shoulders. Like, all right, I'm getting wild right now. But
so y'all literally have all those thoughts at the same time at the beginning like that?
It depends on what situation. Hold on, bro. It depends on what situation that you meet a female in. But my point is,
can y'all think about anything other than sex?
Yes, I said that. I literally just said that. But nobody is like the
What's
first.
up?
All right.
See, this is why y'all need none mode right now. Y'all.
No. All right, so let me wrap it up so the other brother can jump in. But like, what I'm saying is like, okay, realistic, and we grown. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out and about, happy hour, whatever, and I see a young lady and I like her smile, you have a beautiful smile. If I'm looking at you and I'm like, damn, she cute as shit, and I want to talk to you, I'm not thinking like, damn, I bet she's smart. Damn, I bet she could be a good. No, I'm thinking like, damn, I like her smile. No, and now, brother,
I heard that. So
what? MJ,
okay. I'm sorry.
There's an etiquette to this. Like. Yeah.
Okay, but you're next because you just came up on the panel, so you go right after him.
I came in hot. You feel me?
Yeah, he did. I'm not mad at it. Just give me like 2 seconds. All I'm saying is like,
said he wanted smoke, Lord. Okay.
I seen it, and you let it right up. But no, I'm saying like, if I see it, and I'm like, damn, yo, I like your smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we exchange information, and I want to take you out. I'm thinking, damn, I like her smile. And then obviously there's some level of attraction there. All of the other stuff comes after I clap them cheeks, because the cheeks might be wet. And I'll cut it off right there for now, so my man can get in.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we gotta smack them cheeks at the end of the day, bro.
This way you gonna go on this good Easter Sunday.
You know what I'm saying?
You want it.
I got to talk to
WWE watching MJ.
Off the top,
you feel me?
Yeah, like
right.
At the end of the day, what? Because I just want to know how can I appreciate you sisters. Please, y'all gotta talk to us. Y'all gotta talk to us. How can we please y'all? Because at the end of the day, we. My dick game is strong, bro. But dick game can only go so far. Hello. It can only go so far. You feel me?
Yeah.
All I want
That's
to,
why.
I want to.
That's why we saying don't start out with that. Like, come on, man. Let us build some stuff. Let's start a business. Let's meet some new people and travel, and then we can get to the.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's what
let's make $1 million first. Let's wait till we make $1 million, and then we can.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit. You feel me?
Let me get this. No, so man, the reason why the answer is no to that is because
I'm sorry. Hey, hey, bro, I didn't mean to come in so hot, bro.
No, you got it. Let me just get this, and I'm about to dish the rock back to you. No,
because Triple X don't want to prosper. He don't want to make no millions of dollars. That's what that is.
No. Because you still gonna be doing something else with another dude you messing with. So the answer is no. We can't do that type of sponsoring. So like that. That don't work, you know.
All right, but okay. Now this is what me and Khadijah was saying at first, right? Just because we not giving it up to you, don't mean it's a line of niggas that's getting it instead of you.
We're not saying it's a line of dudes, but chances are it's some guy off up in the cut that's reaping those benefits now, and he probably been around.
Why does that have to be the case?
Oh wait, hold on.
Because women are never single. Not attractive young women are never single.
Wait. Lex.
Single. No.
Lex, big dog. Like it's one thing that we be forgetting about, right? That
none more.
What?
Right.
Okay,
y'all be forgetting about none more.
No, let's just say it. Like
no.
No.
Is the front. As soon as the guy take his shirt off, it's gonna be go mode.
No. Lex, you gonna fuck with me. Let me get it out real quick.
You got
no, you good, baby. You already know we go back. But like what I'm saying is the toys, bro. The toys, like, so you dated women, I've dated women, like, and I've known women, they can go a year, 2 years, 3 years, all this stuff, but they the whole time, shout out to Radio Raheem, battery operated boyfriend, like, this is real. So they could be like, okay, this is a temporary solution to allow me to quote unquote maintain my wits while avoiding this, but I can still get that, fake sexual stimulation. I don't need no man off of that. If I'm making my money, I'm doing this. It's not the same, and then when we talk about, okay, most women don't necessarily orgasm from a dude anyway. So let's say, to your point, yeah, they might have a dude on the side that they fucking with. As soon as they get a nigga the pussy and he fuck it up and they don't get what they want out of it, a lot of times what they don't realize, because you've been fucking with that toy for a whole year, so your whole stimulation is fucked up the same way that a nigga that been stroking his meat for goddamn 3 or 6 months, he gonna be fucked up in the game. Like, yeah, of course you're not gonna get what you naturally would get out of it. But what I'm talking about, that's not really this. I see your face over there, girl. You better stop playing with me. Like, I know what it is. That's what happens though. So it's like, it's easy to be like, oh, I'm none more. I ain't met a dude that meets my qualifications, or he ain't on my level, this, that, and the other. And then the one time I did try to fuck with a nigga, he came in, that nigga was whack, and he couldn't keep it up. And this, that, and it's all. It's like, you've been fucking. This nigga's competing with a battery operated joint that you moving it around and going off, and nigga don't get tired. And
no, it's not the same.
I know that, but the result is the same.
And that is why I tell people, like, men and women,
ladies,
don't be doing porn, don't be doing all of that, because the toys and all of that, you're not going to still be able to respond to a human. A human cannot vibrate 300 times a second like that, or whatever the answer is. I don't know, because I don't have all of that. Like,
this is what you hear on every show that you call in, and when there's a woman on the panel, you hear that goddamn smoke detector going off. Where do you think the batteries go?
Right, wait a minute. Okay, so like, I don't know how they don't be knowing. So y'all don't hear, I don't hear nothing. So mine is all right.
Mine. My daddy hasn't changed my batteries yet.
Okay. But here's the thing. Okay, so
hear that. Damn.
So I didn't hear it either. I just asked and threw a shot in the dark. I'd never be hearing that. I don't know what y'all be having these supersonic ears. So DJ Nav, here's my question with that, right? So me and Khadijah and Now Beach, we're talking about none mode. We even got shirts made, okay? And so in none mode,
I'm not gonna stand up, but you see the shirt.
Yeah, y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? I'll stand up in a minute. So in nun mode, you not sleeping with nobody. You not using no toys. You are out here on the grind, and you are getting your life together so that when you do meet a man, you not bringing baggage with him. You know, you talking with the Lord. You on the right on the straight and narrow. Ain't no extra niggas nowhere. Ain't no extra battery operated boyfriends. No side dudes. None of that. If you truly in nun mode, so we gatekeeping. We gonna make this a hashtag nun mode. That's what we doing, okay?
And why can't it be that I just
no? Wait, look, he goes. He
just
say no.
No, because what y'all trying to hold the coochie hostage, man. Like, time out. Listen, man. Cass is getting older. If you ain't got your stuff together already, like, what are we talking about? Like, cut it out.
Why
like, listen.
Hostage? Like, why can't we just be that we value our bodies to not just be out here sleeping with any and everybody?
I just got some stuff I gotta figure out first. Like, y'all, look, I'm all over the place right now. Like, I don't know if dudes would be like, okay, can you sit down somewhere? Like, they probably feel like I got way too much energy, you know, the whole lot.
No, and I get, but that's two different things, right? Talking about valuing your body, and you're trying to preserve something and save something for what? Like, and then versus like, listen, because what Topaz talking about, like, look, man, I cut niggas, I fight bitches. Like, I might have some stuff that I need to work out over here, and if I don't,
violent, Topaz. That's
no, this is her shit. This is like, yo, we've had our conversations, and I fuck with her.
Yeah,
she's honest about it. Like, listen, like, I might be with you, and then like, and you know, she's dated people in the industry and all that, and like, all right, let's say I'm out with her. But I know you my homegirl, but she don't know you. And you like, oh shit, what's up now? Blah, 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 blah. And I give you a hug and shit like, damn, baby, you looking good. I'm chopping it up like, and we taking pictures. Now all of a sudden she trying to square like, hold on, who this bitch? So she's saying like, look, I got some stuff that I might have to, you know, this is how I interpret it. Were you thinking on a whole other thing? You're still romanticizing. You want somebody to like, you know, respect your mind and your intellect and your humor and this, that, and the other. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, okay, how long are we going to keep playing that game before we jump out there?
So here's the thing, right? So towards the end of nun mode, when you realize that it's coming to an end, right? Then you can start dating and you get the right man and then you can bust it open. It's just, I don't want, like, it's an alternative to being on a carousel. Don't be out here just sleeping with all these dudes trying to find yourself. Like, you could just sit your ass down somewhere, put the box on ice for a couple of years, just stop and sit down. You know, I don't want, like, so it's an alternative. You ain't got to go on a carousel because you know, wild and free or whatever. You can do nun mode. It's a possibility. And our shirts is cute.
And then, like, what if you're so eager to come and sling it, and then you sling it, and then I think it's whack, and then I really don't have a reason to talk to you anymore?
Who cares? That's what I'm saying. Like, dudes don't listen. That's your problem. That's not mine.
If I like you, then I don't want it to be a who cares situation.
But okay. So here's the thing. And I don't want to dominate the conversation, but like, okay, you're putting yourself in the leadership dominant position. It's not about you. Your job is to be found, not to find, right? Because what you're gonna find is dudes that want to fuck you, if that makes sense. Versus like if a dude genuinely is like, yo, you know what? Like I said, I like her. I can respect this, that, and the other. It's not your position to be, oh well, what if the dick is? But this is what I wouldn't be doing though. They be like, okay. They present it like you hear it like, oh, I am the table. What does he bring to it? Right. And that's cool because it's dudes like that. But then they say they want the dudes that come at it like, listen, this is what I require. Either you meet these expectations or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, if I think you're cute and I think you're attractive and I want to have sex with you in a relatively short amount of time, my last relationship I was in, I met my husband. All right, I got to tell the story, yo. I got the lights off. I was gonna cut the joint up just real quick. So the last relationship I was in, it didn't end well for me. You know what I'm saying? But the way that it started out, right? I'm doing one of these, you know, kickbacks I was telling you about the other night, Topaz. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being a hostess, you know, with the homies, this, that, and the other. And this badass Charlie joint walking, I'm like, God damn, I'm speaking to everybody, you know, dudes, chicks. I told you I project good energy. You know what I'm saying? She walks in and I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, blah, 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 you know, help yourself. She looked at me. She looked me up and down real quick and looked me off so easy, right? Didn't know who the fuck I was. Okay, cool. Right? Fast forward, she finds her homegirl. Her homegirl comes back, start introducing her to the key players in the spot. Guess who happens to be in that circle? Guess who she introduced last? Me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is such and such. This is such and such. This is such and such. And this is such and such. And her whole face just dropped like, oh, this is the same dude that spoke to me when we came in. She didn't know that I was somebody. Like we talked about that. And she was like, oh yeah, we met. And I shook her hand. She's like, yeah, how you doing? You know, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I just was trying to find my, oh, man, it's cool. It's cool. You fucked up. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But she knew it was a reason because, you know, they got the girl code or whatever. It's like, out of all these niggas, if you're going to talk to anybody, talk to this nigga. Long story short, fast forward, she ended up following me around throughout the night. We ended up leaving together, right? Back to my spot, all of that stuff. Like, went out, smoked. I smashed the first night. Smashed. The same chick that didn't want had nothing to do with me, that was looking at me like I was, but then she found out like, oh, he got a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, something let me see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's how that happens though. Like my standards was what it was. You know what I'm saying? And we hooked up. And like I said, it didn't end well. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but the point is,
watching.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's Christ, and I'm not trying to be a new dick swing or nothing, because I didn't anticipate that. I didn't plan that. I literally was just being a nice dude. I thought she was attractive, but what I'm saying is the fact that she was like, oh, okay, whatever, like she saw me in a different light, and she got to see, like, a nigga went home and cleaned up a little bit, and it was like, oh, okay, now if you had to look like this when I first saw you, then maybe I would have. It is what it is. But we ended up going out, having a good time. We dated for like 3 or 4 months, and it was cool. But then that's when stuff started to come out. But my point to None Mode here is, if she wasn't willing to take a chance, right? Because I was who I was in my position. She walked off, but she came back because her girl told her, you need to talk to him if you're gonna talk to anybody.
Yeah, you had somebody to vouch for you.
Yeah. But then the thing was, like, during that time, she got to see all of this other stuff. Like, and then she tried to play the role, like, oh, you're gonna think I'm a hoe, and I'm this, that, after she gave me the goddamn cheeks. And I was like, yo, if you don't just lay down and chill out, like, get out of here.
I mean,
like,
at that point, she done already gave up the box. Like, you know, what are you, that's
but
after
this
the
is my
fact.
point, though. Like, listen, just listen. We took trips after that. She met some, I'm talking about like international trips. Like we traveled, like we did a lot of stuff in the short time that we dated. Only reason I said it was kind of like unfortunate is because it was such a short amount of time. But she wouldn't have had access to that if she wasn't willing to be like, well, shit, let me see what's up with him. And then sex happened, but after that, it was like, because she was moving. We talked about like the moving situation and stuff. There were just a lot of things that was like, okay, it just worked out. But, and I wouldn't say it's just because she gave me some cheeks, but it was because she was willing to be like, that's the most vulnerable thing she had. And it provided access to all this other stuff. Like, you know, we meeting people, we traveling, we kicking it, we just that. And then, okay, if our personalities don't match up, or if we have differences of opinions on things, okay, that's cool. Then we can go our separate ways. We can still be cool, but the point was, sex didn't get in the way of that opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
DJ, now, for every one of you that is mature enough to still be able to take her seriously because you realize that, hey, you know, I see like what made her go. There's 78 other dudes that would have been like, oh, got the cheeks, high five, and then that like would have put her in a box where he only called her at night.
Nobody's trying to run that risk.
Is that on me or is that on the woman though? Like,
that's on the other men, because why they can't just understand that, look, she handed you some boxes, like you wanted some boxes and she fulfilled that need. Why is there the need? Like, she did something nice. What is
like, why are you running around like you got the golden ticket to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory?
Yeah. I mean, I realize that's what it feels like, you know.
Whoa. Nobody said that. I just told you she ignored me the first time. So somebody else had to be like, no, like, look again, like talk to him, see what's up. Like I told you before, motherfuckers would be like, oh, that nigga's corny.
Simmer down.
No, I'm just talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's just passionate.
Yeah, because they'll be like, oh, this nigga's corny. He's this, and because I'm not just talking for me, I'm talking about other men that have been in a situation that get looked over by women. So then we're reaching the point now to where dudes don't want to hear about there's no good men. There's because I don't care how tall you are, how attractive you are, every man has been looked over by a chick for one reason or another. Yeah, he's cute, but he's corny, or he's
and it
this,
don't always have nothing to do with y'all. Like, so I also tell men, don't worry about rejection, because sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right. No,
and I get that. So DJ, now here's the thing though. So like you were the type of man that was like, okay, you know, I'm not looking at her like a hoe. She came over, we had a good conversation. Because you look at all the stuff you say you knew about her, you know.
I ain't know nothing about her.
So would you have felt the same way?
She was talking.
Would you have felt the same way if she got the second chance without giving up the cheeks?
What you mean? Oh wait, hold on. Let me think about that.
Like if her girl came and vouched for you, and y'all started getting to know each other, and she didn't give anything up at the end of the night, would you still feel the same way, and would you still be willing to talk to her?
Okay, that's definitely a respectable point in perspective. Point I was making, she knew to get her ass up. You know what I'm saying? She knew to get her ass up.
Whatever her friend vouched for was like, look, this is premium. Like, you don't pass this up. And so she was like,
and I'm not even saying,
listen,
because I'm not even trying to be like that, but like, because she didn't have to. And to answer your question, I would have went out with her. I would have took her out on a proper date, but because of the vibe and how we vibing, like, yo, look, now I'm really getting into it. I had a whole other chick that showed up there. Like, I left her. She was mad. Yo, you left me with these niggas. Listen, yo, I had to make a donation. Yo, I'm out of here. Like, like, all right, let me chill. Yo, chill.
Wait a minute, guys. Is this still part of the same story?
Yeah, it's Sabbath Sundays. But like, it was like, yo, like, okay.
It's saved and sanctified Sunday.
Oh, my bad. No, my point was,
read the names.
She expressed interest, because I was like walking away from her, because I'm thinking like, you wasn't checking for me before, like you talked to your girl, so I'm gonna fuck with you now. That's what I was doing. I wasn't on no sucker stuff. I just was like, all right, like, I'm not checking for her. And then like she'll show up and she, you know, just casual conversation. You know how it is. You can go to the bathroom, go get a drink, go grab some water, go smoke some. Like, we're moving around in an environment, and then she keeps showing up. And just random stuff. Like, she wasn't pressing me, but she'll just be like, oh, so like, you know, tell me more. Like, oh, you went to HBCU too? Yeah, I went to this school. All right, that's what's up. And I'm like, yo, listen, I'll be right back. I'll get with you. And I'll leave her and go somewhere else. And then I might be like doing a set or kicking it with the DJs or something like that. And then I'll see her again, and she'll be like, oh, like, you know, blah, 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 blah. This and I'm like, she's showing me a lot of the choosing signals, as I said. So I just made a decision because she started to be a little more interested. Like, okay, let's chop it up and see. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, like, she didn't have to have sex with me. She made that decision. I didn't deny it, but then she tried to. I just knew it was a role. Like, oh, like, you know, I did this, I did that. So I'm not like this. I'm like, you shut your ass up. Like, we grown. That's what I told her straight up. I was like, girl, if you don't shut up, like, we grown. Like, this is.
And I agree with that, because if you already did it, then what's the point of telling somebody you're not like this? It don't matter at that point. You like this today. So what's the point? You did it, you grown, just be with it. Now, my question to both of y'all, Triple Cap and DJ Neff, right? My question.
Triple Cap.
No, because Triple H started, he said I be capping. So my question to both of y'all.
Topaz presents Cap Mode? Is that what's your question?
Okay, so my question to both of y'all, right? Okay, so if you meet a woman, why is it a bad thing if she initially says no until you get somebody to vouch for you? Because here's what that truly actually means. I know what y'all think, but what it actually means, right, is that she's now like trying to, you know, make sure she's not doing stupid stuff. You know, it don't be having nothing to do with whether y'all a good man or not, because she don't know you. She just make it like at that point, if you're a stranger and she knows nothing about you and she's saying no, that means she's either in a relationship or she's going through something. It's actually saving you, because you don't want a chick that's already out there like closed off to dating. So if somebody vouches for you, that means this person knows her and they know you, and they feel like it'll be a good answer. And so it was like a trust thing. I don't know why does it feel like disrespect if that happened?
The killer for all she knew.
Hey, DJ Nav, you want to take it first, or you want me to?
Let me take it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I figured you might want to do it first.
Because of that situation, the thing was, she automatically assumed that, oh, he's just like these other dudes based off of what her girlfriend had told her. So, and you have to, I guess, be socially in tune to understand how things work. For example, right? And I'm trying to simplify. The way the introductions were made were intentional by her friend. She found her friend. She introduced him to all these other dudes. And these are my homies. And they're taller than me. Some of them are more attractive than me. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might even be like more successful than me. But it was deliberate when she was like, even her tone of voice, you know, this is such and such, this is such and such, this is such and such. And this, you know what I'm saying? Something as simple as that, but you got to be able to pick up on it. There was a reason that she did that. That's all she said. And her girl knew immediately, like by her face, like, oh, okay.
So I'm getting the sense that her and her girlfriend had a code for who, you know, you
was
need
worth
to be
talking
throwing the box at.
And this goes because not just necessarily a benefit, but okay, listen, the rest of these niggas, they're definitely going to smash, but because you're my friend and I understand that you may be looking for something more, yeah, you can fuck with them if you want to, but this is what it's gonna be. This is what you know, Nunmo was talking about. Like, well, how do you know this, that, and the other? Like, them niggas was gonna tear that ass out. They knew who she was before I knew her, but she presented it like, but if you're looking for somebody that, even if it don't work, if it could be a potential to have something, talk to this guy over here because he's different. He moves different. He thinks different. I've had conversations. I know him. You know what I'm saying? But this is the conversation that happened in that particular 5 minutes of introductions without happening. But this is because they knew each other, etc. So
my question is, when you first saw her come in, right? When you spoke to her and everything, you were different from those guys. Like, you spoke to her normally, because those guys.
I was the same as those guys. I was the same as those guys. I was the same as those guys. That's why she.
In her mind, but you didn't do the same thing that they did. You saying she didn't pick up on that?
Of course not. I was just another nigga at the party, the same as the rest of the niggas. Somebody that saw her thought she looked good, wanted to fuck. She wasn't wrong. From the from the first aspect, yeah, I saw it like, God damn, this was fine and mother. Like, hey, hold on, how you doing? Like, you good? You all right? Like, listen, we got goddamn chicken and you want to.
That's what we was talking about earlier with Beach, is because if you are attractive and you get a lot of men that come up to you like that, you know, you do have to be like no to everybody at first. And the reason for that is because you get 78 dudes every day throwing penis at you. Like, it gets irritating. And then also you got to find something different about the one that comes back and asks you respectfully.
Like, you can't say yes to everybody. That's how you
listen.
No, I know we're not going to say yes to everybody, but here's the thing. Like, it starts to blend in, you know?
This is a female problem. The same way if a dude wants to meet a quality woman, he has to approach 7-8 women a day and get told no. So that's just the cross that you have to bear.
Yeah, so you saying she was closed off and almost missed out. Okay, no, I get that. Okay, Legs.
I'm hungry.
Oh shit. Me too, yo.
Hey, Topaz. Run it back by me again so I make sure I understand it.
Okay, so why is it a bad thing? Why is it seen as like disrespectful or whatever the unpleasant, you know, thought process is, if a woman says no to you initially, but then somebody vouches for you and then she's open to it? Why is that a bad thing?
I'll tell you why. Because she really doesn't have that initial attraction, and she really don't see you as that guy without having somebody to vouch for you. Think about it like this. What man in his natural, I can't think of a man walking the earth that would turn down a prime looking Sade from 84, 85 when Diamond Life dropped. What man would be like, hey, until somebody vouches for this woman, I don't think I'm interested.
Wow. Hey, no, men do that because they be like, she been trying to take my money.
Think about what I said. Look, your girl laughed at
like, no, she finna try to go out and she don't really want nothing.
No.
That's true. She knows.
Yeah. Lex on
So
fire
y'all
with that
saying
one.
men would do it anyway. Men would take the chance.
No, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. She had to laugh. She know I'm right. Think about this. It's not a man. It don't matter his race. Even if he don't even into black women like that. What man will honestly look at that woman from 84, 85 and be like, hey, you know what? Somebody got to box for her before I mess with him. He wouldn't even say that if he had money and he had stuff to lose. He still wouldn't say that. You kidding me?
So y'all need to protect yourselves more.
No.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Now, wait a minute. Let's reverse that now. You're right. Even now, she can still get it. And she like,
look at this. Y'all hear Lex voice? He is excited. If he finds Sade, he's in. He's all in.
I'm there too.
You talking about when she was like 24? Man, get out of here, man.
Hey, ain't she?
You know this is a ridiculous question. Now, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, man, I just be asking the questions that the people want to know. We be needing some answers in here because y'all do the most. I'm just saying.
Hey, but no, seriously. And here's the thing. Like, even with like a woman, if it's a fly enough guy. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, you take a universally attractive guy. I don't know who that would be. Of course, I'm not into guys. That's not my thing. But The Rock, Vin Diesel, Denzel Washington, any of those guys, even if they weren't who they were and they was just standing there, they in shape like that, man, that woman don't need no further evaluation or, she'll be like, I'm going to see what's up with him myself. That's gonna be her thing. She ain't about to tell that guy no.
I think that's okay.
Like that, she ain't telling that guy no. When the woman is saying all that stuff, they try to make you try to jump through hoops and stuff. You really ain't.
Okay.
Why do y'all think I mean
all that?
No. Hey, Lex, let's build on that. Right?
Look, now say I got you. I'm with it.
Yeah, let's build on that. Full disclosure, because like I said, right.
Hey, hold on, Daphne. Let me say this. Hey, Mario just said he'll be on the cover of Essence with Sade wearing sandals talking about black love. Fact.
Right.
Hey, wait a minute. I want me too.
Bro, you and me both, yo.
Right.
Yeah, she's still fine and shit to me. And I think Sade like 110 years old or something, but she's still fine. But
first the 110. See, y'all ain't shit.
I think she 110, 112. She gotta be at least 110, 112. But she fine. Like, but no, anyway, just to follow up on Lex's point though, like, because like I said, like, okay, other brothers knew her. I didn't know this girl. So that was her first time seeing me and my first time seeing her. Other niggas knew. And of course, we talked about it because these my bros and shit. But because them niggas was like, damn, bro, like you got with my bitch. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But so I can agree with what he's saying to an extent. Like, and even when her homegirl vouching, because she knows these dudes too. She knows all of us. She knows, like, listen, this is the lion's den. This is the wolves' den. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck with these niggas because I know how they move. So if I bring my homegirl in, and if that's your friend, she's like, I'm not going to set my girl up like that. Some chicks do it. But that was kind of the situation. Like, of course, I'm sure she walked in and was like, damn, yo, it's summertime. Niggas got their shirts off, tattoo. We talking about niggas in the military, out in the military, like the good-looking dudes and shit. They're just out there. Yeah, what's up? Flexing their titty muscles for no reason and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Doing the most. So she ignored me the same way that she ignored all of them. It was like, for her, it was like going through a gauntlet. Like, oh my God, I'm just trying to find my friend. And all these dudes is like, hey, how you doing? How about some dick? How about some dick? How about some dick? You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to get to her girl. This is what she told me. So then she found her girl, and her girl let her know, okay, these are the dudes it's okay to be around, and these are the dudes that I don't know I can't vouch for. So that she would feel comfortable in a certain way. But then with me, it was like, if you're looking to talk to somebody or meet somebody, you already know these niggas, you know, they probably already had conversations, again, that I'm not privy to. These niggas ain't shit for that, but you might have a chance with this dude kind of thing. But Lex is not wrong. Like it, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it was on some like, okay, you know, some sucker type. But seriously though, like he's not wrong. Like, yeah, like, but she came in already knowing, like, okay, I know you. Don't know you, but you fuck with these niggas, so I'm not fucking with you either. That's what it was. Like, nigga, you just like them. And I kept hearing that, yo. I sent invites to events and chicks to turn me down. Like, nah, I'm not going because you roll with such and such, and I know how them niggas do, and blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yo, we be chilling. Like, how you mad at me because you gave another nigga some pussy that ain't got nothing to do with me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, yo, come out, have a good time. I'm DJing, what up? Nah, y'all be out there trying to fuck and just say, I'm like, what?
Well, and here's the thing, right? Is because women get told, well, you should have never even went on a date. Because I agree with you. If to be honest with you, I feel like if she's mad at the other niggas that you hang with and you invite her and you like, hey, I'm DJing, there's nothing wrong with her coming and hanging out with you. And then if she wants to, she can go home at the end of the day and not give up no pussy to nobody. Right?
Whoa. You done had a whole good ass time. You done ate chicken and ribs. And, you know, drink all the alcohol. Now you talking about and you ain't got to get no pussy? What are we talking about?
Okay, so then she shouldn't be up there drinking up all your drinks then. Like, here's the thing. Oh. So if she goes home, right, and then she, you know, she hasn't given up anybody any box or whatever, right? Let's imagine that if she did go on the date with you and then she gave up the box, right? Then now she's being told, she's hearing from everybody like, okay, well, if he don't call you, it's your fault. It's because you gave up the box. I feel like people give bad advice. That's not the reason why. Okay, the nigga enjoyed the boxes he was getting it. It's not like, you know, what difference does it make? That was his choice. Why do the women have to hear all of that afterwards? So like, it's just a whole lot of extra noise in the Black culture that I feel like just does too much, and it does things like that. So where now she's like looking at everybody like, oh, all y'all niggas want to do this, all y'all niggas want to do that, and the same thing with men. They got men out here now looking at women like, oh, all y'all do this, all y'all do that, and it's because of all the extra noise.
Well, here's the thing. Listen, it's no real reason to have to like go in depth on that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody really digs somebody, that person gonna make it easy as possible for that person. That's just how it's gonna go. You know? Yeah, like you don't have a choice. You really like this. It's like somebody tell you they're gonna sell you a new car for half price, but you got to drive six states over. A lot of people are gonna fly over there to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting it for half price. You're paying $18,000 instead of $36,000. So, like, I mean, it's gonna be easy as possible, but all this making people jump through hoops and all of that, and I mean, that ain't like going at nobody else's situation because. Right. I don't know all the contents. Like I hear the story Nap was breaking down.
I'm gonna put some context on it because I need your opinion. Right. I need your opinion on this, if I could. If you were done, I didn't want to cut you off. I just came back.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, Topaz, you listening? She got me on mute. She muted.
Topaz is on mute. Topaz, you muted.
Oh yeah, no, I'm listening. I hear you. I just put this in the background because you know y'all was talking about men working out, and I just didn't know if either one of y'all could do this. But go ahead now. We listening.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say was to try to add context to the point that we were talking about, and I'm pretty sure Lex could agree, and this dudes in the chat that could agree, right? So if we want to focus on the reference that was made, right? Now we have to get into hierarchies, right? When you talk about dudes that move in cliques, etc., there's still a hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that if me and this young lady ended up smashing her first night, you know, if chicks went, oh, you get a nigga some pussy. She didn't just give the pussy to like some random ass nigga at the party or whatnot. Like I have a certain level of social status, period. Right? That's just what it is. So whether and that changes depending on who she deals with, and that means something, right? So it's not like, okay, let's say if we want to keep it simple, let's just, okay, niggas know me, I'm the DJ. But then there's like the nigga that's like, yo, help me move my equipment, help me set up, right? You know what I'm saying? Yo, go make me a drink while I'm doing my set type, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not like a big celebrity type dude, but then there's like the dude that's like running the whole thing, like, yo, I'm hosting this event. There's it's tiers to it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So it's that's what we have to look at. Like, and you can pick and choose, like, yeah, of course, who you want to. And this is where, okay, we could talk about attractiveness and all of that. This is why cats be pushing on one side of the spectrum when we talk about game, and on the other side where we talk about results and productivity and social status and like who's really doing something out here. You can have the mouse beef all you want to. It could be a dude out there that's more attractive than me, but if niggas know, like, bro, like, he doesn't have anything, he hasn't contributed anything, like, nobody really knows. He's like, they're like, yo, who is that? I don't know, but he cute, girl, I'm gonna get his number. He's not gonna get treated the same way that I am, because she can't treat me like that. You know what I'm saying? I have a social status. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to personalize this, but I'm trying to put context to it. Like, so in that particular situation, when she was making introductions, it was like, okay, yeah, these niggas are cool, but I know this dude has a decent track record. He's been out here. He's this, he's that, you know, blah, 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 blah. But that varies, because some joints might be like, okay, I like this over here. Other joints might be like, I like, because it's dudes out there that maybe they don't contribute anything to events. They're known as the dude that pulls up with, like, that's how I picture Lex. Lex gonna be the dude that pull up in the sling on a bike.
Just extra,
always got a
reason, and a fur coat and a Ferrari. Like, yeah,
he's gonna get the same type of love that I would get, and I'm gonna give him the same type of love. And the crew gonna, yo, like, this is the big homie right here. Like, it's a respect, it's a social status. Like cats be going at KS about that, but social capital means something. That's real, and women recognize that. So you understand that when you're DJing.
Yeah, no, I get that. So here's the thing. Okay, shut up, Lex. Okay, so I get it, DJ. Now, what I'm saying is, this is why none mode is good. Is because when you get too much. Wait, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so when you get too much input all of the time like that, you are not tuned in to social hierarchies and social status and looking at your environment appropriately. You making all kind of dumbass decisions. So if you take some time and you center and you focus, when you go out the next time, you'll see DJ Naff and be like, oh, okay, I see that he's different. She'll be able to pick up on that. But when she had too many niggas around, she's not gonna be able to pick up on that.
How you do that in that mode when you sitting in the house looking at your phone when you're supposed to be participating in the goddamn panel discussion?
DJ Naff.
Don't do that.
Yes, sir. Coming for that ass. And you not paying attention. Don't make me come a motherfucking camera on. God damn it. I got these red lights on.
You and Lex should both cut the camera on. But nobody is sitting at the house just looking at the phone.
Look, I ain't got no drawers on, so I'm not cutting no camera on tonight. Okay?
Look, you're not gonna blame me for that, because then when your inbox blow up, you're not gonna be like, this
ain't gonna blow up. Listen, man, it's Sunbabe Sundays, yo. This means no draws, no nothing, yo. You out there on this butt naked.
You know what? Look, I'm not gonna say whether I would do that on here because y'all act up, but it's a good idea on Sundays with the sun out. Sun out, buns out.
Yeah. You know? When they say he has risen, they meant with the baby oil and all of that. Like, that's what I'm doing.
I was not even here. You ain't finna have no striking down my stream DJ now. I wasn't even over here.
What you mean?
I heard that. Wait a minute. The Lord has risen. Okay,
I didn't say that.
Not on Easter. We're doing Easter, and I'm gonna get I already got my plate. I'm just gonna put it in the microwave.
Somebody said it's a pagan holiday anyway. What y'all talking about, man?
It is, but it's just. But it's hard to give up like Christianity stuff. I get it, but it's hard to let it go.
Let it be on the record. Topaz has a picture of white Jesus hanging up in her house. I have a
picture of white Jesus.
Yes, you do.
Nah.
Yes, you do.
Now that I don't have. Because first of all, you're not even supposed to have no graven images. Let's talk about that.
Now you want to try to go, man, whatever, yo.
That is part of it. It's in there. It's for real. You're not supposed to have graven images. That's you having an idol instead of praying.
So you ain't got no Bible with no white Jesus references in there?
No.
You lying. I'm about to come see.
Okay, well, yeah. I don't have one. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Listen, okay, so if I'm in Hawaii, right, and I think that, so people wear the thumb bikini to the grocery store, this is what happens out there?
DJ Nav with my connection.
Oh, yeah, DJ Nav, yeah. See, because the Lord is not pleased, DJ Nav.
Listen, no, it's because I'm connected. I told y'all think it's a game, man. Listen.
Christ is watching, DJ Nav.
Yes, he's watching.
Stay out my business.
Hey, highly anointed and favored. I'm not worried, man. Y'all need to be worried. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all gonna learn, man. I be sitting back for a minute for a reason.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, you are hilarious, DJ Nav.
Yeah. But anyway.
I be trolling him in the chat. He funny.
Yeah.
No, y'all funny. But listen though, back to Lex's point though, when we talked about hierarchy, because that's important.
Hey, well, I wanted to ask a question. Hold on now, and I'm gonna let you get it. So, was y'all disagreeing with what I said, Topaz and Khadijah? Will any guy turn that down or need confirmation first, or what?
I said it and I missed it.
You know what? Y'all probably wouldn't, because y'all are more likely to be like YOLO before women will. Like, y'all be like,
wow.
You know why? Because y'all get to go back to y'all friends and family like, hey, shit ass. I don't know. Like, that's an acceptable answer from y'all. We can't get away with that.
Right.
Y'all get to say that. We can't say that.
But my whole follow-up was behind what Lex was saying.
Yeah, go ahead, Nav. You got it.
Nah, I was just saying, like, I was just making your point as well. Like, but I was putting a different context on it as far as like social status and recognition. Like, if a chick is willing to engage in, I don't want to say a one night stand, because that was the whole thing. Like, my situation wasn't a one night stand, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but what I'm saying is a woman can recognize, right? As much as Khadijah will try to pretend, like, well, I don't know if he blah 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 blah. It just so happened.
Why are you singling me out?
Cause I'm on your ass tonight, goddammit.
Why?
Cause I don't like your name none more. You over there lying, yo.
Look, it rises up the spirit of fear in these things. Look, gotta answer.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
numb on it, like, I can't. You're gonna take that down,
yo. She got whole skeleton bodies back there. Like, yeah, this is how you take a nigga out, yo. You put them right here.
I'm going to school to be a doctor. Okay, leave my skeleton, leave bones.
Now you want to be a doctor. Now weren't you just gonna be a photographer last week?
For years now. What
you sure?
I
could have swore last week, yo, she was in photography school or something. Like,
I did not say nothing about no photography school. Why are you in my business?
Now you want to be a doctor. This is why Brandon Neal be like, nope.
I wanted to be
you're not gonna do that with them, really? Now that's fucking. Brandon is not even much here. I'm gonna see where he is. No, you know what? I already know he's doing Easter.
No, I'm just talking shit. No, I said this is why Brandon Neal be like, nope.
No, but I have to know, because he always want to bring up shit in the chat. Like, nobody don't be asking Brandon certain stuff. He just holler stuff out in the chat. Like, he was talking shit about my interview with Rollo because Brandon's a hater. He is. He just do the most.
That's my dude, bro.
Okay, Mario. No, we're gonna end in a minute because I also got an interview with Rollo later today. We're gonna be talking about traveling.
I want to know what DJ Nav said.
Oh Lord, now she's trying to pull up on me.
Oh, you didn't hear him?
I want to know what you said.
I wasn't there, Khadijah. I don't know. I'm gonna sip my water and
I know, right? Like,
what did you say?
My connection's breaking up.
I bet it is. Got that.
My dumb ass actually was like, wait, what? He really did.
Hey, Topaz, though, Nav made some great points, but I would venture to say, you say dudes be YOLO, the women be YOLO. It just got to be the right guy.
I need to repeat.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. A girl, if it's the right enough guy, you be hanging out with a couple of your girls, she'll leave y'all.
Let's go. Let's go, Lex.
If it's the right enough guy, I'm not saying you would, but it's a lot of women that would. And if it's the right enough guy,
everybody the killer as far as I'm concerned.
No, I put it like this, Khadijah. Well, let's put it on this level. if it's 3 of y'all and y'all sitting there kicking it, you, Topaz, and Beach, and y'all kicking it at a bar, if the right guy in the right shape, the right height, and the right everything come over and introduce himself to y'all and decide to talk to you, or I'm just saying hypothetically, a woman of interest, and that guy is attending to her, he could talk to her for 10 minutes and be like, hey, why don't you join me for a drink over here on the other side right quick? I know you kicking it with your girls. And a whole lot of women be like, hey, I'm going to get with you all in a minute. A whole lot.
Well,
so that's
but we're still in the same vicinity. I thought you talking about, going off and driving off into the sunset.
A lot would do that. Oh, yeah, Topaz, I know what you like. Those
look, Khadijah and Beach, if this nigga walk up with me, I gotta go with him for safety purposes. I'm not gonna be able to just be like, nah, no dude. Like, I'm not gonna take that for y'all. Y'all gotta understand.
What you said just now.
See, exactly. She just confirmed it. So I already know what it is, man. So we can quit all that.
Yeah, but you see that nigga, you finna argue with him? I'm not gonna argue with him.
Right. And Topaz, guess what? You about to be agreeable too.
yeah. Look, this nigga, I'm sorry. I'm not finna be, he ain't finna throw one of them weights at me from 20 yards out. I'm not finna, I'm gonna be agreeable.
Can be avoided.
Yeah. And I would expect my friends who love me to understand that. Like, look, do you see this nigga? Look, y'all, I'll holler at y'all in the morning. I got to go. I'm in trouble. I got to go.
I'm following DJ Naff around because I want to know what that smart he said just now.
Oh,
he quiet now. He ain't been quiet all night, but now he quiet.
I'm not entertaining that.
Oh, sure you're not. Sure you're not.
See, Mario, I thought you was going to the gym. Now you down there. See, Mario acts up in people's chat. We gonna act like that will be stricken from the record. Not on this good Sunday. We talking about none more. We got t-shirts there, so y'all gonna just disrespect the t-shirts too. It's a uniform. It's a uniform.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't know if y'all seen the comment earlier. Mario, when we was talking about Sade, Mario said he
for that
brothers.
Look, the second one. That was the first one. The second one, he said he gonna be criticizing y'all in the argument, in the article, talking about y'all need to do better.
Damn.
So yeah, people do. I mean, look, it is what it is. I wanted to have this conversation because I was like, y'all are upset about this meme. Jeez. I see like little memes on Instagram and I feel like it'd be fun to talk about.
They'll be all right. They just being some big babies right now.
Yeah, y'all, it's all right. None mode is here to stay and it has a purpose and it's good. The Lord said he looked at it and it said it is good. Y'all need to stop that and act right on Easter.
Right.
Now,
Topaz and Khadijah would never.
Yeah, we don't even much know what y'all talking about.
Right.
We wasn't even here. How about the fact that we wasn't even here today?
Right. Me and Topaz are saved, sanctified, and Holy Ghost filled. Y'all smoke weed and cuss, okay? We can't do y'all, okay? We trying to get into pearly gates. No comments? Okay, cool.
No, look, Mario, see, no. You play too much. We're not doing that. It's not gonna be a whole thing. No. All right? No. And besides, the Pope be doing the most. We not
Right.
Look, see, this is a good enough place for us to cut this stream because see y'all about to act up in the evening hours. Right. I see where this is going.
And, me and Topaz, we can't save everybody, okay? None more.
We can't. We ain't got enough room. It ain't no more room on the ark. We don't know.
We got some recruiting to do, right, Topaz?
We do. We finna go. This gonna be a thing.
Cross country recruiting people, and then this is gonna be all these good women out here for y'all.
We not gonna stop until every woman y'all meet is part of the non-mode movement.
Exactly. And on y'all,
I think that
she gonna bring the Bible to the bedroom.
Yeah.
So y'all welcome. Thank us later.
Mm-hmm. She gonna pray over you every night. What'd you say, Triple X? I ain't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said bye.
Bye. And also, everybody wish Mario a happy belated birthday. Happy birthday, Mario.
Happy birthday to you, Mario. Shout out.
I'm gonna get a bottle of wine to celebrate. So you're welcome.
Oh shit, she's shutting it down. I'm over here fucking with these.
What you doing? Shut it down?
Huh?
Yes, I got another interview at 8:15.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then.
With Rollo, we're gonna be talking about traveling. So if y'all feel like it, y'all got something to say about traveling, huh?
I got 2 trips coming up. I'm so excited.
See, Rollo is Lord International. He be all over the place taking videos with women, and I feel like, hey, y'all want to be traveling? At least he can tell y'all what it's like as a black man out there.
Traveling is fun. Now I don't know that I'm gonna be taking any flights this summer because I feel like the airlines are on crack, and plus Jacksonville, Hartsville, or whatever was like extremely full the last time I went on a flight. So, and plus I'm past due for a road trip. Road trips are fun.
Oh, that is fun. You know what? I'm gonna message you.
I got you
about this road trip business. We're gonna see.
Well, I'm coming to Houston, so it wouldn't really make much sense for you to go on that road trip.
Oh yeah, well that's okay. But look, when you get down here, we'll do the Khadijah experience in Houston.
Okay, we'll link up for that, and then I'll let you know about the one after that.
Okay, we got it. It's gonna be some more stuff coming up. All right. So thank y'all, everybody, for coming out. Everybody that shared the stream, everybody that participated, hopped on the panel, was in the chat. Everybody that's gonna be watching the replay, give a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all so much. This has been fun, and we're gonna end it here. I will be back in about an hour. We're gonna be discussing traveling. So y'all pull up if you can. I know it's Easter, but I got my food already. So
bye, you guys.
Peace out. Peace out. Till next time.
Bye, y'all. Till next time. Oh, well, DJ Neff, I didn't see this.